people, it's Tuesday the 10th of May. Welcome to TDA, the day after, the home of popular culture, as defined by the actual culture. And of course, we are hosted by the very best. Please introduce yourselves.
Oh, wow. Great. Messed up my intro. Thanks for that. Yeah, well, this anticlimax. It's Mugs, you know. What can you do? It's me. I'm here every day.
I said it's Mugs. Not us breaking Mugs already, Mugs. I'll give us the real intro. People tune in.
No, it is though. My brain hasn't woke up yet.
Oh, really? You're quite switched on. I feel like. I mean, you've been quiet this whole morning, but I don't know why.
Yeah, my brain ain't switched on.
All right, then you be you, man. This is every day, so we show up how we show up.
You switch on tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Oh, it'll turn on.
Yeah.
By
Done here. That's
the flipping end of the show.
He sits up. It's so predictable. He sits up all of a sudden. Like the rest of the
Honestly,
show was
like a
a
little
teaser. A whole hour was a teaser for his section. He's got main character syndrome, and I love it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. But the Shade Queen is here with you, Martin Royalty.
Your beautiful people is Big Koi defending your right, so fuck it up.
And they call me Emman, the pro-black activist,
Love it.
TDA producer, news analyst,
Love it.
melanin jam-packed.
It's given
That's
Pornhub. It's given Pornhub. I'm just saying, it's given Pornhub.
That should be a category. Yeah.
It is.
It's given
Melanin jam-packed. Okay, sir. Anyway.
Oh, you like that?
No, I don't like it.
Why?
No,
What's wrong with it?
I'm not going to participate in whatever he wants to lead me to right now.
He said,
I'm
no, not
participating.
today.
This is Tuesday. It's my first day back. Let's just, you know what I mean?
That's so
All right
funny.
then. And guys, how you guys been?
It was alright,
We're
man.
good. We missed you yesterday.
Oh, thank you.
Mark's definitely missed you yesterday.
No, I didn't.
You did.
What
I
did I
didn't miss
do?
you one
I
second.
heard your little comment at the end.
What happened? Let me feel special.
So obviously I led it yesterday,
Yeah.
and I had a Pilates class to get to, and I had to get to it. So I said, today, cutthroat, straight to the point. Says cover the news kind of thing.
You
At the
turned me on.
end, thanks, babe.
You turned me on.
They're telling me, oh, like, well done, you did that well, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Not Margs whispering, Corey, come back quickly. Wow.
So he does.
Be your own
I think
co-host.
I was only playing.
personally-
I think you
course
did
you
a
are.
great job.
I think
Thank
personally, Marks does the opposite of whatever you want. Like,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
if you feel like he likes you, he's got to throw in a little spanner
Yeah.
just to keep you on your toes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like God, I loved him, but didn't come and visit him in COVID.
Yeah.
He said, "All right, is that what
No,
you're
but
doing?"
she's
Yeah.
out on her feet outside. The door is closed. She ain't on her toes. She ain't on nothing.
Should have stayed woke.
I'm so done by
I
it.
can't believe. Please let us know if you ever talk to her again. Bring her on the show. Let's have her as a guest. I have so many questions for her.
I don't make empty threats. They're always promises.
Damn. So she's really cut off. That's
Anyway.
never. So if you see it in public, you're like, would you just,
Oh, say well, go on.
and you just walk off?
What if she was looking bad? Like,
Can you be revisited?
like, as in she had thighs.
Smile.
She had thighs. She had all her bum had thighs, quadruple.
Oh,
like,
men are
do you
ridiculous.
know what I mean? Like, what if she just...
Oh no,
looking
if she
fit?
changed, then
She's changed. Then you can change your mind too.
it's a new person we're dealing with, isn't it? Like, if there's changes,
There's a
that's
new
me.
person.
Man.
That's a new body
Man.
who's
No,
this.
yeah, if she's changed, then like, oh, it's a
All
different
that change
conversation
is that
to have.
she's ate more or ate less. I don't understand.
Yeah, but
Her
She's
character's
changed.
still the same. She still wouldn't risk COVID for you.
yeah,
I
but
feel like you give another chance.
if she's buffer,
Then
she get
you
another
revisit.
chance.
That's
And the
crazy.
thing, what scares me is that I feel like women find this attractive.
I can't lie to you. Yeah, it's
Remember,
I said, wee.
the roller coaster.
Honestly.
It's the roller coaster.
It's crazy. I'm listening to something that sounds so mad, but okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Anyway, guys.
That's how women are in the trenches we're in.
Yeah, do you know what it is? When you're on the floor, is
I
you,
hate to
you don't
see
really
it.
be picky, so it's fine.
Like, yeah.
Women keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
Yeah.
I had a handyman come to my house yesterday, and he was very good looking. I just wanted to put that out there.
Where is he
Just wanted to
from?
put that out there. I didn't.
Tell us,
talk
tell
to
me
him.
more. No, but like, what, like race?
Oh, black.
Okay.
What would you not expect that he was going to be?
No, so some. Do you know what? The only time I've considered
No,
white men.
she said handyman. What kind of black handyman are you talking about? Obviously they exist here, but
Yeah.
in her mind, she just
I feel like all
she
my.
just thought,
white, like
she
a-
thought
like
Bob
a
the Builder.
Gary.
Bob the Builder came
we went
over.
like a Gary. Oh no.
Yeah, but I will say that the times I found like white men attractive are like white men that like do like physical work, like
building shit.
yeah,
Bob the
like when they
Builders.
come, I don't know, a plumber or
I feel
whatever.
like I
and
know
I'm
more
like,
black men that are above
okay.
the builders than I know white men that are above the builders.
really, I know
Yeah.
definitely more white men that are
So,
really.
so you like the Eastern Europeans then? Because they're very...
And
So
so there.
Emman is started. You see what Emman started? He said racism will be done today.
There will not be a Twitter space about me.
Led by every Polish
No.
influencer ever.
Boy, not me.
No, everyone loves everyone. But yeah, shout out to all the handyman and all of that. You lot
We
do
like a
it.
man that works with his hands.
Yes. Are you guys handy? I don't feel like.
Who, me?
Yeah. I feel like you lot skin is too good. Like I don't know if you lot get dirty.
I'm professionally trained. should have been gas safe actually, but I didn't sign up.
Oh,
on it.
really?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I could do all that plumbing and gas shit. I could
I
change the
found
boiler
out,
fee.
Like, well.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
learned how to do it.
Oh, that's impressive.
I told you I'm an exceptional
Listen, I
human
told you,
being.
no, you actually are.
You don't think I say
You are-
things for no reason.
you're a unicorn.
I'm multifaceted.
There's so much
I think he's gone
man.
through a
I could do
lot
bare
in his
things.
life.
I could do so much things.
No, but I think it's because you've gone through so much. Most people go, school, uni, job. You,
I never went to
road,
uni or college or anything
near
like that.
death,
Okay.
came back from death, near death again.
Do you know what?
came
Though?
back.
I've got a challenge for a TDA listener, right? Every
Okay.
episode you listen to, write a fun fact about Margs and then send me the list at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I will give you a present.
There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's it. Because we find
Yeah,
out so
for
much
real.
about you. I learn something new every single day. Every time I think I know you,
I'm
I'm nowhere near.
I've accepted I don't know him. Like,
Yeah.
all I know is Marks, and that's not even his real name. So,
You know my real name?
Aaron?
You like a Latrell.
No, I do not. Look like
You
that.
actually do.
Like
in my
what?
eyes.
It's a very Caribbean name.
Latrell or something.
I think I
Can you
know
say-
it.
you can't
I
say
think
it,
I
can
could
you?
find it easily.
You see, I can't say it.
Can you say it?
Yeah, I can say it.
Wait, the thing is, when he says his name, you would say, "Yeah, you look like that."
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
beep
okay.
his name out.
Do you want to beep it?
Yeah, beep it just for
Beep
fun.
it, just in case. Because Brent, we've had a tough.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I don't need him coming. Do you know what I mean?
Don't please.
Like,
okay,
my joints,
please.
everything.
Okay, beep it, Brent.
Oh, I said that.
You said Aaron.
Close enough, man.
Did you know you
Come on,
did?
man. Close enough. Come on, man.
That is
Close
racist.
enough.
That's racist. Yeah.
How is that racist, guys?
Femi
We need to
Tunde,
learn to
you're all
joke.
Nigerian.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And surname?
You
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
have to
I've seen that before.
beat that.
Yeah, innit?
Yeah, see, I'm Mr. Right.
I don't know about all that.
No, I'm literally.
No, I know you are
Yeah,
literally.
but there's a
In
W there.
spirit.
There's a spirit.
I don't know about that.
Anyway.
Okay, you do look like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, he
Makes
does.
sense,
Light
yeah.
skinned and tall and
Yeah,
stuff.
I get it. Nice skin and everything.
Anyway, guys, from one king to another member of the royalty, let's go into the headlines. Hey guys, so this is the news I know you guys definitely care about, I want to hear about. So the Queen pulls out of her speech.
Okay, wait. Sorry, because I care about this. This ain't gonna affect my jubilee, is it?
And do you know what? I was about to talk about people like you.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of
Do you know
it.
what? I'm
I'm
honest
sick
with
of
you.
it.
You
What do you
and
mean?
all the other people making jokes, you all should be done out here today.
What jokes? I got
Because-
plans. I'm going away. Is it
It's not
is it
gonna
still on?
affect- No, it's still good.
Okay,
It's still
okay, cool,
good,
cool,
but
cool.
I
Still
just
good.
think
I
that
just need to make sure I
Somebody's
can digest this information
I've
properly.
been in repercussions.
Of what? Of her not
All
coming
them
to this?
tweets are wild. Like whenever anything happens to the Queen, people are like, "Oh my gosh,
Have we seen the Queen?
the bank holiday!" Like, y'all are insensitive. It's enough.
Have we seen...
Priti Patel's wrapping all of you up.
No, but imagine that when she dies, we're gonna get another bank holiday though. Extra one.
Okay,
which
yeah, this
gonna
is
be-
too
which
much.
is
I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what I
now.
mean?
There's a waiting for
There's a
more
waiting
days
for
off.
holidays.
But I think that says a lot more about the work culture than it does about
It
us as
absolutely
the
does.
Queen.
But Priti Patel's not going to care about that. And you're
But I think it's part and parcel of like
Of the
like,
package.
of the package of the job. Is just giving back to the people, isn't it? Like we.
But how
like-
many days do we get there? Okay, you know, while you read the headline,
Yeah, you find out. You
I'll
find out how many
we
days.
get. Yeah.
You find out how many days. Okay, so it turns out this is important news then, guys. So the Queen has pulled out of this year's state opening of Parliament and the reading of the Queen's speech, Buckingham Palace has announced. This will be the first time since 1963 that the Queen will have missed a constitutional ceremony,
Damn.
which sets out the government's legislative plans. Prince Charles will deliver the speech instead of the Queen. So basically, the Queen has mobility problems and has had to cancel a number of recent public appearances. Have we seen her since Jason Lee?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Until Monday, until Monday evening, Buckingham Palace has been saying the Queen hoped to attend, but has now confirmed that she will not go to the ceremony in Westminster because of episodic mobility problems. Now, guys, I think that's a very
You gotta
good
say,
reason.
where did you see her? Because I ain't seen her.
Yeah, I haven't seen her either.
No, she did come out. I can't remember what the event. I remember because
Was it a picture or video?
Was it hologram?
no, it was actually go away.
So
it was
TDA
actually
is
like
not going to last
an
a week.
actual-
Man wants to
Bro.
fuck up MI5. We
If I-
can't
if I'm
defeat
here tomorrow,
MI5.
it's a miracle.
We better.
Mate, but no, she actually was out. She actually was. I remember a podcast
Okay.
spoke about it, and one of them was saying that
Was she on the podcast? I'm just saying, I need more. I need more because there's a lot of footage that can be reused, you know. Like, I'm just saying.
I just feel like I'm the only one who actually wants to be here.
No.
That's what I feel like. I'm the only one committed to this platform. That's what I feel like. Okay, I'm just not.
Okay, cool. So you said you've seen her on a podcast, and yeah, alright, cool, no problem. We're
No,
bringing
it's still
breaking
live.
these guys live. So yeah, I think the Queen is mad strong. You know, she's been on job for a very long time, and she's older. I know older relatives.
I'll be
that-
honest.
No?
What's her job that she can't be on job for?
No, she has to
don't-
like show up. She has to wear like bright colors. She has to do speeches and stuff. Anyway, this is what we said we're okay with her doing.
Yeah.
Like, we are okay with her doing it because apparently it brings a lot of money into the economy. 'Cause I'm tired of this argument we have every single time. Of what does the Queen do? Please, you celebrate the bank holidays. Take the
True.
good and the bad. But
She
yeah.
should be like old school. She should still be like leading the country to war and that.
But no. No wars, please.
We're done out.
This country, nobody is serious about war.
If she
Please.
leads us to war,
Okay, but
Like-
when she dies and then Charles is the king,
Yeah, he's not going to lead us to war either.
you don't want your king to lead you to war.
My king.
I don't want a war,
is
period.
Jesus Christ. I don't understand. I don't know who told you
And
Prince
he
Charles was
fought
my
all the war,
king.
and he won.
And he won. He defeated
saved.
death. I know who my king is. Do you know who your
Okay,
king is?
Sis, I absolutely do,
The
and I'm
day
saved.
I
Okay,
say Prince Charles, wow. But shout out to Prince though.
Yeah,
Charles.
but this is why you don't care. But you're gonna call him king because you're gonna refer to him.
I would never call Prince Charles king. It
I ain't
What are you
calling
gonna call him? You're
But
gonna call him
literally,
Prince Charles.
I'll call him Prince Charles. Is that rude?
I'll be honest with you. I'm
Yeah.
only.
It's rude to call him Prince Charles. What I've
If
known
he's
him
king.
for all his life.
You call
I'm only-
Elizabeth the queen because she's the queen.
Because that's how I've never known her to be a princess. I'm literally keeping consistent. You can't switch things up on me. Do you know what I mean? And I think he's fine with
I'm
Prince
honest,
Charles.
I'm programmed to call. I'm only programmed to call black men kings,
Even when I'm arguing
and I
with
think I
them.
call the queen because she's a woman. So
Okay.
And because
that's
I've
it.
always known her as queen. No one ever taught me. So guys, Princess Elizabeth, she's going to be coming down the mountain when she comes.
was my
No,
mum
it's
even
like-
born when she was a princess?
Pardon?
Was my mum even born when she was a princess?
Right.
Auntie's old.
See, Diana, if Diana became queen.
Like, she would have been a queen.
Yeah.
I would have called her queen.
I'm
She wasn't a queen, and we still call her queen in the African community.
Why do you like Diana?
Because my mum told me to.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mum told me to, and my mum liked her.
And I watched what's that show on thingy?
And she
on
went for a lot.
Netflix
Yeah.
on the royal family, The Crown.
The Crown.
Do you know what?
I watched The Crown, and yeah,
I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm for her.
Princess Diana, her story could have been written by Tyler Perry. The amount of suffering that she
Bro.
went through, like from anorexia to being cheated on, openly embarrassed all the time. Like her story is just so sad, and she still managed to care. Even stuff like touching the hands of people with HIV at a time when that wasn't
Yeah.
allowed. To me, her story comes across as she was like actually a victim, even though she was a princess.
No, she was a victim. Though.
Her story seems so sad, and I don't know why she did stuff that just made old African Nigerian women like her. So
Yeah. Everyone was crying, innit?
yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But Nigerians sometimes be doing.
Do you reckon it's
stuff
got anything to do with the
that-
fact that she was a bit loose?
Loose. I don't know if I want to really go into that. Loose how?
Apples.
She was cheating in it.
Say loose apple.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Wait.
she was cheating.
No,
innit?
but facts.
So people just want to
she
forget.
cheated on
People
him,
just
though.
want to forget stuff.
Yeah,
Just-
but people say
But you don't-
Martin Luther King was also someone who had
Let's
tons
not
of.
be negative.
no.
Let's not be negative.
No, everyone wants to defend their
I hate-
Avenger.
I hate
What's
the
Martin
fact
got to
that
do
you
with
sat
anything?
up.
Huh?
I hate the fact you sat up for that.
He said, we're not doing it. You know when I did
And
it
I
for
hate
Rihanna?
that.
He did it just now.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Say-
you know
say
what I
that
mean?
again.
Sometimes when someone's light is so bright, don't be the wet blanket to come and bring additional information.
I thought Gandhi was racist.
All right. Once you
That's all right.
So when we open
I
this
just-
kind of worms, we're
I'm
going to
not-
keep going.
I'm not talking about that. It's not about opening a can of worms. I'm just trying to
I was going to say
yeah,
something about
all
Marcus
her infidelities.
Teresa.
Her infidelities played out in public. Yeah, and we'll
Yeah.
talk about someone we remember all the stuff with it. I just asked, does that have any?
Who did she
Does
cheat
it-
with?
But technically,
Depends on who she
the
cheated
driver
with.
that
Was he a
died with
high value man?
No,
More than one
okay,
person.
ma'am. What do you mean more than one person? Where's the receipt? I would like to see the receipts.
Okay.
I'm
But
just saying.
You know
'cause
how
when
everyone was
talk-
cheating?
Does that have any
Yeah, but that's
bearing
not
on
his question.
her opinion? Do people care? Maybe that's what
I
they
don't
like.
think
That
people
she's a
care.
real woman. That's what the people like. Women like. They want to
Yeah.
support that. The fact that she's maybe.
Yeah, and I think
like
also
one of us, just
the
a bit-
fact that it's usually men cheating. So really and truly, personally, I see that as female empowerment.
Okay.
Just your sis.
Yo, can I tell you something that I did yesterday that was hypocritical?
Wait, cheated.
Don't tell me you
No,
empowered.
no,
Don't tell
no,
me you
no.
empowered yourself. Do not tell me you empowered yourself. Oh my god.
I don't even know what you mean by that. But I don't want
Do
to
not
know.
tell me that you empowered yourself yesterday. Okay, so basically there was a TikTok that came out about we didn't think our marriage would survive infidelity, but it did.
Oh, I
My
see.
natural
Yeah.
assumption was that the guy cheated, didn't it? And somebody said,
Yes.
stop sharing your information, sis. Then someone did research and turned out that she had cheated and that the husband had taken her back.
Yes.
And the whole comment section was different now. It was
Yeah.
like, it's good to see men valuing their
Yes.
woman. It was like, no, guys, we're actually at war. I don't know what's
I
wrong
loved
with
it.
us. Like, why are we at
I
war?
saw that, and then someone was saying how he was trying to cover his face because obviously he's
Yeah,
embarrassed.
because he's
that he had to
embarrassed,
talk about-
whatever. You know how they probably were happy until she put out that video because
They were.
now his pride is going to be doing a Will Smith. But
Boy.
anyway,
Were they black?
yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok has got everyone acting.
Black love.
Different.
Black love can support can go past infidelity. If it's the woman that cheats.
When Cardi B
If it's me, we're done. We're done.
When Cardi B took Offset back, everybody was annoyed, didn't it? And men were like, nah, this is look at her now, she's happy. So just like that.
Look at him now.
He's happy.
He's doing
dancing
TikToks. You're not happy you have to be to do TikToks with your wife that cheated on you.
Anyway. So that's what I saw yesterday.
Big up the black women.
Yeah. All right,
And Diana.
Guys. Yeah, and Diana. And Diana. But yeah, jump into second headline.
This is because Brent don't read the topic.
Exactly.
Brent's listening out for keywords. Headline. Jump in.
And you literally jumped.
And he jumped. Okay, so guys, this was something that you lot had a private moment yesterday that I have to catch up on. So Keir Starmer put it all on the line.
Oh, is he back?
Vim, he came with Vim. So the Labour leader obviously listened to our show yesterday because, it really be like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he will quit if given a fixed penalty fine by Durham police for breaking lockdown rules. So he said, I won't just take that fine, I'm a quit. Which sounds like bad financial advice. But anyway, speaking to reporters, the Labour leader insisted that he was absolutely clear that no rules were broken, but is willing to step down if after the investigation, it has been determined that he was in breach of COVID rules. Sounds like someone who can run the police to me, because that confidence is wild. Angela Rayner, who is the deputy leader of Labour, has also confirmed that she too will step down. Oh, that's my man. I'm sticking beside him.
I'm going to stand beside him.
It's given that. Are they really confident that they did nothing wrong, or are they bluffing to everyone? Are they bluffing everyone into believing that they did nothing wrong? But yeah.
Do you know what I don't like here?
This is unnecessary vim. You need to hold your vim for special moments. But
I don't like when women are sticking beside men that they don't need to be. Because this sounds like, sis, why are you in it? Save your job. Because if that was you, that man would not be sticking beside you.
But she was there.
And?
What?
The investigation's not about her. I could have been the one that poured the champagne in his glass and clinking and did a boomerang with him.
Yeah.
And now he's on the sticks. I'm acting like I didn't even know there was champagne at the party.
If you're a regular staff person pouring the champagne and cool, but she's a second in command.
Don't care. Because guess what? When you leave the first in command, guess who's first in command now?
Yeah.
I'm up next. Nope. All the best, sir.
Okay.
I think ultimately, if no one called her name into the conversation,
why are you in it?
Why is she?
Mind your
Does she just
business.
really believe in?
I guess because everyone knows she was there.
Yeah, but no one.
But we're not
called your
talking about her. We
name.
don't care. Like, I didn't know her name until just now.
And now your name is the person that is putting herself on the front line
For a man.
But do you know? I don't think it's for a man. I don't know.
No,
what
it's
for.
not.
That's what I
don't
hear.
think it's-
That's what I hear.
I don't think it's for that. I think she probably just thinks, yeah, no, this is a liberty. He probably hasn't done anything. But anyway, guys, I wasn't here yesterday. So what did he do?
Is there a party or not then?
Big eight.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're still on that.
Boy, this is a different
Do you know
angle
what?
now.
I think people like flogging.
Yeah.
Like a year later. Like
Do you know,
It's because of the hypocrisy, innit? Because of how hard he was going at
at everybody
Johnson.
else.
And I think it came back up because the police reopened it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they
Oh,
reopened the
okay.
case.
All right. Well,
I feel like people in this country like putting out they like flogging public figures because they can't flog the hardships in their lives.
Their kids
they
anymore,
can't flog
innit?
they can't flog their hardship in their
They
life.
can't. So that it's like they're projecting.
But I don't know if this
I
is
don't
something
get
that the newspapers use when they don't have a proper story or something. Because I can't imagine anyone sitting there thinking they had a fucking party and I'm so angry about it.
But you know what the British public do? Like, you know, like when... Have you ever been in a nail shop here? Because I used to go to like a white nail shop.
Okay.
And like when the news is on or whatever,
The
and
news.
they be interacting. Like,
Really?
it's a proper...
Mm.
White
No.
women get mad.
Mine plays Korean music. Like I've never
Oh,
seen
really?
the news on. No, this is factual. They only play. Oh, fuck it. All right, see you guys next week.
Yo.
See you guys next week. But yeah, okay. So you guys have any thoughts on that?
I think if he's doing wrong and strong, I just think...
Is he wrong though? Is there any way in which he could be right and be innocent?
No, he's lying, isn't it?
He's lying.
Oh, is he
'Cause
lying?
There's
Oh, okay.
receipts. Like, they called up the hotel and everything.
He's saying that it wasn't a party, that they stayed back late after work and then
And got a cheeky takeaway.
Got a takeaway, innit?
Okay,
Mhm.
But
that's a
there's-
better lad than Boris one.
Yeah, but they're saying that no, it was like a planned party.
Yeah.
It was like it was a link up at a time and destination.
Yeah, like
everything
it was
together.
intentional.
Yeah, it was
But
there was a gathering. It was a link
Yeah.
up.
And now they're pretty much saying that he has to prove, they have to prove that everybody went back to work after they finished eating.
You gotta get your Snapchat memories up. That's why you should be snapping
So-
things, you know.
It just feels snap is important. It just feels like very labor intensive for like quite a for a
If
little
he's not,
outcome.
he's probably not going to resign.
Who
No, but
leaks this
Because I
information?
don't think they're gonna
He's put his job on the line.
yeah, but they're not gonna be able to prove it though. He said if he gets
So-
issued the fine.
So
You-
he's confident, right?
Yeah.
You just got to get one person in the department to send an
Yeah.
email at like 9 p.m. or something. And that's your proof.
They've got no real way of proving it. It's like my word versus yours. And if we can get
Mm.
the team together and everybody stick to their story, there's no way, you can't tell us we're lying.
There could
You
be
get
an
me?
email.
There's no real way of
That's what I'm saying.
proving
There
it.
could be an email.
Guys,
I can't lie,
lie.
pay
Oh,
me,
like
yeah.
an email of like inviting them to the
Yeah,
party or
exactly.
something.
No, I mean like an email of when they went back to, because they're saying they went back to work, right? So if
So that's
you
what
got
stops it
emails
from
of
being a
someone,
party.
yeah, because they went back to work. Because they're basically saying we just stopped working for a little bit of
Mhm.
takeaway and then we went back to work. So if you got emails and they can see that action,
Is there
that
like a
you guys actually
picture or
went
something? How do
after.
they know this? Is there like a picture?
think
or
someone-
something?
Yeah, someone's filming it, you know, through like one of the windows.
Ah,
Oh,
that
someone
was
from the
hater ass.
outside.
Yeah, from outside.
That was definitely a cleaner.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can-
it's not like
it was
from outside
night.
the
It was
club.
night.
She
and
said,
you see them
"Oh,
in the room.
you
yeah.
keep making me clean
Oh,
your
so it's not
coffee."
like someone in the party was filming and being stupid.
Nah.
Someone outside saw what was
Outside,
going on.
yeah.
Was it conservative?
Oh, that's a bit okay.
So
That's a
they
bit
snitched.
different. They might be in trouble. No, because how long's the footage?
I'm not too sure. You know. I've only seen stills of it. But
Okay.
you see him chilling by the window with the beer in his hand, and yeah.
And why are you drinking at work?
Ah,
anyway?
see, I need more of the information because I don't know how long this footage is. If it's like if they got spied on,
Yeah.
But bear in mind, he's been cleared of this already. Do you understand?
yeah, but why would they reopen it?
Because this country's bored.
Because the media lent and the Conservative Party lent on the police.
Oh,
to
okay,
reopen it. So the fact that he's come out and actually said, yeah, I'm putting my job on the line, I think it's a masterstroke. Because when he's proven innocent, then all attention will be put onto Boris Johnson for his lies. And not him resigning off the back of his lies.
Do you know what they're doing? What they're doing is just alienating the public more and more. Because we're just looking at them thinking, look at these people playing games
Yeah.
when they're in a position of power. Like, why is this a conversation? It's not making me like anybody more than anybody else. It's making me just think you lot are a bunch of blonkers and I feel stuck with you. That's all it's doing. So yeah, even if the police say he's free and clear, it's not gonna make me think, oh, curse, he's my Superman. So I mean, you guys are plonkers. Like, you're not serious.
Not palonkers.
Like, yeah, like you lot are a joke, man. Like, even if it just doesn't seem serious. Why are we talking about this? We have kids can't eat in school. Like, there's so many real things, and we're talking about this because you don't know what you're doing. Get out of here, man.
That's the thing with this country. That I feel like they just find dumb, silly things to talk about.
Yes, exactly. But let's talk about more dumb stuff. All right, then. So, topic of today: what you saying? Are jokes that serious? An organisation representing Scottish sport writers that was too many S's. Scottish sport writers, it was only two as well, has apologised after an award event speech prompted a walkout. TV presenter Elidai, forgive me for saying her name incorrectly, Barbour, was amongst guests who left Sunday's Scottish Football Writing Association's Gala Dinner Sports Award in Glasgow in protest. Miss Barbour tweeted that she has never felt so unwelcome in the industry, whilst others have described the jokes as sexist, racist, and homophobic. So the organisation has apologised to anyone offended or upset by the speech. Question, and one that has been lingering for a while now. Are we becoming too sensitive as a society? Or do we have a right to be offended and make a stand against these so-called jokes that are racist and sexist? Can these jokes further promote racism, sexism, and homophobia? So yeah, this isn't a standalone thing. We have Dave Chappelle, which this is kind of like colouring his recent run. We have the Twitter spaces that happened a little while ago. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I saw a tweet and it made me, it just was food for thought, but it was like, a lot of you think you're funny, but you're just mean. But I think about the jokes that I genuinely laugh at. I'm being very honest. They often are going at somebody. Do you know what I mean? Often somebody that's not me. So it probably won't be going at a black woman anymore. But no, I've laughed at jokes. Like I think of the guy with the perm.
Oh,
Cat Williams. Do you know what I mean? I feel like those certain comedians laugh at everybody. So they'll bitch niggas and then they'll laugh at women. Like, do you think he cares about the colour of your nails and your hand? Like they joke, they laugh at everyone. Everyone's getting it, so everybody can laugh. But I don't know if that is enough. That used to protect them, but I don't know if that's enough anymore. So yeah,
People are too soft, man. But then people are stupid though because I don't know who they hired. They should have like
read the room.
Yeah.
Like, literally read.
Who's coming? How many
Sometimes
women?
just read the room.
if you're gonna hire someone, then you're gonna know like what their material's like and then just in this day and age, and it's like it's a proper organisation and that. It's just they were just a bit. I don't know. Someone dropped the ball there, but
But if it's a football's writing, I'm just gonna assume that there's a lot of male I'm not saying that this is factual, but she said she never felt so unwelcome in industry. So I'm guessing they got a comedian that they thought would appeal to the masses and probably.
I mean, I hear that, but even for her to feel so
White
outraged, he must be on smoke.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you go? Why would you go for someone like that for? You could have went with someone a bit more generic. Obviously, you kind of knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what could he? What he's got homophobia,
Sexist,
racism,
racist.
and sexism in the same set. It couldn't have been that long.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
do you know what I'm trying to say? That.
For real.
So they're sick for hiring him, but at the same time,
I'm gonna find out who it is.
you should be able to make whatever jokes you want. I mean, obviously, some stuff are a bit divisive and that, and things ain't always said in a nice way or whatever. But jokes is jokes, and I think we've all got the freedom to digest whatever content we want. And if you don't like someone's style of jokes, then don't listen to
Engage.
them.
Don't listen to them, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think. I mean, for the most part, it's a weird one because things can be done distastefully, innit? But
Yeah.
even in my own spare time, I mean,
My jokes.
no, my jokes are
Quality.
My jokes are on the edge. Okay,
we,
you know?
we believe you.
Huh? I'm telling
Honestly,
you.
like, I would take it. I know.
And it's an assortment of all of it.
Fuckery.
I said all this.
Yeah, all of them are involved. You get what I'm trying to say?
I said
Yeah.
all the phobias.
No,
I get
but
appearance.
for the most part, people ain't horrified. They laugh with me. So
But I think maybe because it's your friends, you don't have a similar taste in jokes. Maybe no.
That's probably
And I
that.
feel like your brand as well is very like off kilter, like anti-culture and stuff like that. So anyone who comes to you knows what they're gonna get. They're not gonna get a sermon. They're not gonna get a Sunday school sermon. They're just not. So I think the problem with this is that these people came for an award, innit? they like, I guess if they were really against stuff like this, they wouldn't click. You know how Dave Chappelle always says, if you don't like my jokes, don't click on me. You clicked on me, nigga. Like he says stuff like that. So I think where there's an element of choice, then we can be a little bit more like, well, pick your poison.
Yeah.
But
Do you know what I always think? I just always think that people are offended by a joke here when it triggers them. But if the joke wasn't about something that triggered you, you'd be laughing. So unless you're gonna have a stand where if you're white, straight man, you're gonna be upset at the joke if it's racist, homophobic, sexist, whatever, then fair enough. But if not, if it's only because it's triggered you, shut up.
I think comedy, whether it's racist, homophobic, sexist, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. Yeah, I think it's always better. Yeah, when it's like true.
Yeah.
You get me? Because if it's true,
It's true.
it's
but like
true.
reality,
And
yeah,
I'm
the
saying, even if it's
juicy
racist, even if it's something that a white man said
he's
about a black
grind
man,
himself.
Yeah.
like I don't want to hear a man preaching and spewing nonsense or whatever. But if the statement that he made,
it's factual.
it's true,
Yeah.
I'm taking it. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, me. Can you drive? Okay, go. Just checking.
Don't make me see you.
No, he said not.
Don't
the
make me
internet.
quit. No, but you know what? I do think we're kind of a bit sensitive to jokes. But I just think the way I see life, a lot of things is just if there's a comedian that jokes in a way you don't like, just don't watch it. And if it's in a award show, whatever,
Walk out. I wish they did.
walk out and
then do an
just
article.
walk out in silence. Like, just walk out. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't like it, that's fine. Everyone else is fine with it. I just think that with comedy, I think if we start policing comedy, there are things like you said. What was it? The word you used? It's in poor taste. There's certain things that are in poor taste, but there's just certain things that if it's not, if you're just being sensitive,
And you know
babes,
what? The wickedest thing when I think about it, he couldn't have been funny.
That's what I was saying. I was thinking if the humor.
What, walk out?
Yeah.
Like if he was cooking,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have walked out. They might have not liked
they
it,
might
but you're
have.
gonna
Is
leave.
it one person that walked out or
there's
a group?
It sounds like
Miss
multiple
Barber.
people though.
It's
But
just
yeah.
Miss Barber.
No, but other people said
Nah, from
that
I don't know. I
they
read it,
the
but
jokes
from
as
the way it read,
sexist.
it sounded like a few people. Even if it was just two.
Because if the other people sat there the whole time and kikiing and then they come to say, oh, it sounds sexist and blah, 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 babes.
I feel like here's the part that gets me. If a joke can be fucked, yeah. But if it's funny and the funny outweighs the fuckness,
That's it.
then people were laughing. I've laughed at. Like, I feel like I've laughed at jokes that were targeted at something I represent. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's being a woman, whether it's being a black woman, whether it's being a Nigerian or whatever. Like I've laughed at jokes that are at my expense because the funny outweighed the fuckery.
Yeah.
And so my brain was able to digest it.
Sorry, no, go on.
So I feel like oftentimes, and obviously I'm only speaking for myself, but I personally think a lot of people do this. I think if the delivery is great, mix that in with who the joke is coming from.
Yeah.
we make passes, we make subjective judgments on that. Do you know what I mean? I think if an anti-black woman joke was coming from a white straight man, and his banter was knock, it wasn't funny. Yeah, me too. I'll walk out and release something and release a statement. Release a statement as well. So I think sometimes it's like, can you make that person that you're making a joke to forget the settings, forget life for a second, and just take it in? Because I feel like that's what a good comedian is able to do. Like, you'll see people laughing at shit that's actually directed towards them. Yeah. Also, if it also shoots at other people eventually, it can't be a whole 1 hour set at me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know? I think
he got everybody from the sounds of it. So.
Exactly, literally all the obigs.
It was
everybody.
He was inclusive. So I don't get what the problem is.
I think the people that we really need to get out of here are the ones that wear wigs and think they're funny. Those are comedians that we really need to be.
What, the influencing comedians? That's their wave though. That's their their vibe.
They're very unfunny. They're highly unfunny.
What, the wig wear, like the guys that wear wigs and then do jokes, like pretending to be women, or
the ones that wear wigs and try to be African mums, African people, black women,
African mums, African people.
Stop it. You're not funny.
Does it matter who's actually doing it though? So, for example, say it's a Nigerian guy who's doing it, and he's trying to obviously emulate like his mum.
It matters.
It matters.
The entire concept is the problem.
It's tired for you.
No,
it's done.
Major Hype does it amazing.
I don't know who that is.
The Caribbean man, he does all the things like the old woman and the Jamaican teeth and gal Mitzi and all that. I actually don't like it either, but I make a pass for him because every time I watch him, he makes me laugh.
The funny outdid the fuckery.
But I think maybe because it's Caribbean, because I think the African one is just played out. Like, people just think that when they throw an accent on, you automatically like, you are the most unfunny person in the world. Shut up and get a proper job. I probably can't deal with it.
She said, "Don't believe in your dreams."
I don't believe in your dreams.
It is a cheat code. It is a cheat code to borrow like your mum's wig or get a £20 wig from like a market somewhere, put it on and then film yourself.
And it's doing silly things.
100%. But yeah, I also think because everyone has more like, everyone identifies with a group. And before, the only group that mattered in terms of media voice was a white male voice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you can be someone from the LGBT community and there will be power behind your voice. You can be black and it'll be so now everyone can be offended, and I think that's what we're hearing. Before, when people were making jokes at expense, we couldn't really be offended. Like, do you know what I mean? Or we didn't feel like we could. And then social media as well. I
saw a Chinese comedian the other day, and he was going to start a joke, and because I'm so used to people like making jokes about like black people and whatever, I thought he was going to make a joke about black people, but he didn't. He made jokes about Chinese people and the way Chinese people do something. And I thought, that's not, look at you sticking to your culture. That's great. But go on. No, let him go. Let him not do it, please. No, but I'm curious, and that's what gets me in trouble every time, because I want to know what he wants to say. What do you want to say?
No, I was just thinking, why would you that? Because people talk about their own experiences, isn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously,
but I've seen
that, because what could he? Oh.
No, but I've seen like non-black people talking about the way black people do things in comedy. The way black people say stuff. So when the way he led into it, I really thought that's where he was going with it. And then obviously he did the Chinese stuff. And I've never seen a Chinese comedian, so that was a great experience as well. But yeah.
Was that in real life or Netflix?
This was on TikTok or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, man. So general consensus, are we becoming too sensitive?
I think the people are. I just think if it's not in poor taste, but I do think as a good comedian as well, you're able to make jokes based off like your life and your experiences and things that you see day to day.
Yeah.
Without having to be racist, homophobic. Like, you can avoid these things really and truly.
No, yeah.
Some of you just having your spirit to do these things. So
I think that's a really good point, actually. You're right. Like, there are ways to be funny that doesn't necessarily have to break down somebody's entire being.
Exactly.
But also people like a release and stuff like that, innit? So what about the people that want that kind of stuff?
What release from that? Release from a homophobia that have to hide all day?
No, people that want to just like, in my normal time, I don't, but now I want to enjoy a little bit of casual racism, bit of homophobia, like just to take the edge off. People do it all the time in sport. Listen, I go to I'm in football, I'm in the terraces, I see how man chill when they're in the terraces, People don't act like this normally. Man are swearing, effing and blinding, shouting abuse at people.
But that's different. That's in the moment.
Exactly, and it's in the moment for the comedy show as well. When they leave, they're not walking around and punching up people in their workplace and all that, whatever. They come to the terraces, get it out of themselves, and acting like real hooligans, big men and that. And I'm saying like, this is a rowdy bunch. But it's just. Just whatever it is. I'm saying there's people that want to. What about people that just want to get their shit off? It's like, I don't do this in real life. I just want to come here and laugh at this quickly. I need something that no one catering for us.
I think there's a difference in going to a football game that's fun and unwinding with racism.
Not racism, but you might like a comedy. You might like a comedian that's got a certain brand of comedy. and it's edgy.
That's quite rude.
Or dark.
I don't know.
And that's where you go to get your fix because you've got a dark sense of humor.
Okay, I think the way you're describing it originally was making me think, are you saying closet homophobics and
Yeah,
phobics
that's what it sounded like.
But that's how it sounded at the first part. But now you're just saying, this
is the interest.
This is just a humor. This is their type of humor.
Yeah.
They just like to touch the boundary of naughty sometimes.
Yeah.
Because the way it sounded at the beginning,
you should have let
it was given villain. It was given.
The first one was like they have to hide themselves in the real world, and they go to like this underground place where they get to let loose, be racist, be everything you want to be. Yeah, you should have let.
You even said it. You said unwinding with racism. I don't like this group of people.
I've had a long day, honey. I'm going down to the basement. A lot of racism going on down there.
That's what it sounded like at the beginning. How do we save him? Like, Emman's not even talking. This is the end.
And that's how you know like he wasn't a techie ground. Emman was like, I'm gonna let you land the point. Because you're not about to get me fighting.
Let's see how far you can go, Aaron, and then let's, But yeah, I don't know. I do think that if we get rid of humor, like laughing, and we have inflation and Bitcoin is down and just everything is shit, no sun in this country, it is giving me end days. Like,
because you know what it is? We already have comedy and we're still miserable. So imagine not having it at all.
Right. And I do think one thing someone said is that a way that a lot of us deal with trauma is comedy, is to make jokes about it.
That is my bag.
Like, Twitter, that is my bag too, child.
I can't tell you something serious happening to me without throwing a little joke in there.
Oh my gosh, 100%. And I feel like even if you look at Twitter deals with terrible things, even towards the black community, with humor.
Yeah.
And I think it shows how popular a mechanism that is.
Yeah.
So this kind of like, because a lot of comedians are really intelligent and they literally are providing commentary on what's happening in real life, but they're doing it in a way that doesn't feel like a lecture. They're not giving you a political speech or anything like that. And I feel like people like that because it's like, okay, it's been not dumbed down, but it's been made relatable and also it's been made entertaining. We know it's fuckery. Outside of this building, outside of this show, I'm dealing with the fuckery of it. I'm dealing with the reality of it. But in this moment here, like it's true. Like as a white woman, I do feel like I can't approach black women about their hair. You just made a joke about it. This is the only place where I can entertain even being confused about it rather than pretending I know why. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it's just, I think it is another way to communicate. But I guess that's what good comedy is. When all you walk away from is someone feeling hurt, then I guess that's poor comedy. But I don't know in it because I've laughed probably at good comedy and poor comedy, and that's just being.
You see, for a comedian, what angle would they have to come at for you to deem them racist? Like, for them to talk on race and say whatever they want to say, whatever. I'm saying, what angle would because I'm saying that, how do you deem someone racist? Like, does speaking on race make you racist? Like, what would a comedian have to say for you to say, oh, this is a racist joke? Because it would always have to be, for me, it would have to be like negative and mean-spirited, innit? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But if it's not, even if it sounds bad, if it's not, is it really racist? Because you're talking about race, innit? And differences and rare.
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying, like I'm saying, if it's not done in a mean spirit or like attacking a certain demographic or whatever, is that ain't it just jokes?
I think if there's anything I've learned, even just from TDA or whatever, is I think civilians are allowed to care about the intention of stuff. I think when what you're doing is broadcasted and shared, I think sometimes you have to weigh what the outcome is more than the intention sometimes, which is, I don't think that's our nature. We had to learn that that's how people see stuff, but I don't think that's our nature. And when I think about, I was even going to ask you guys a question. If I'm a comedian and I make a joke and that joke makes everybody in this room laugh, but people that are watching it empowers them to say something that's going to hurt a black person in their day-to-day life. So let's say I come up with a term, I was going to say gollywog, but I want to say like one that doesn't exist. I don't know, say boomba. Let's say I come up with boomba. I say that joke so well, everyone in this room laughs. Some people in the room are black, some people are white, whatever, but it makes everyone laugh. But somebody who watches this at another time uses that in school to put down the black kids in their school. Have I failed as what's your judgment of me as a comedian?
I think as a comedian, your job is to make people laugh.
And whatever else happens.
Yeah. I think it's kind of like me saying, basically, it makes you are a better comedian if there's more in your arsenal. But that's not necessarily something that I think you need to be armed with. So if you're a rapper, your job is to rhyme words, sound good on the beat. But if you've got social commentary in there, if you've got other type of stuff in there, you are a better rapper. You don't have to, though. That's kind of how I see it. And this is why I think the whole freedom of speech thing is so important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Because you can't please everyone. You can't.
You can't please anyone, but if I've empowered somebody, and by the way, I don't have an answer to this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but if I've empowered this white kid, we're just using race as it. We could use transparent. We could use all of this stuff. Because even people that are upset with Dave Chappelle, their idea is that you're making jokes about alphabet people, like people is landing with people, but outside of here, people are using the argument is that people are using your jokes, your terms, alphabet people, the way that they feel like he's ranked different people in the LGBT community. You know, he has a car and then there's a gay and there's a lesbian. Like he has this whole picture that he creates. They're saying that made everyone in that room laugh, but people are using that in real life to downgrade trans people. Then people are using that. I mean, that may not be what you think he was intention was doing. And I really, really like Dave Chappelle. But I'm saying if what we're saying can be used to hurt them, what do we do
you
now?
can use a car
It doesn't matter.
to get to Peckham. You can use a car to run people over.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
So you can't control what people do with your jokes. I mean, I agree. I honestly, like I said, the
They
tensions.
make guns to protect people.
This is
People
it.
take them and go and
This
kill
is
people
it,
with them. Like, it doesn't matter. Right? That
People have
doesn't
to
matter.
take responsibility.
So that we're
The
not.
onus is not on him.
Okay.
It's on the people that are using it in a bad and negative
So what is the
way.
responsibility of a comedian? Just
He doesn't have
to
a
make
responsibility. His responsibility is to make people laugh.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't disagree, but I think the problem is in today's society, people want you to be responsible for what you create. As in,
No, I think from back in the day, I think a proper good comedian is gonna offend somebody
if someone don't cry, it's not
along the line somewhere,
Yeah.
and that doesn't fall down to race, gender, none of these things, but just someone somewhere is gonna be offended if he's proper good at his job. That's what I think.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Do you know why? I do you know what I think scientifically supports that? I feel like, I don't know why, at one point I was just curious and I was looking into like Christian comedians, and I feel like there's very much a ceiling for like how successful they are, because I don't know a household Christian comedian. Like,
I think to be a good Christian comedian, and not like a good one, but to get like the proper laughs, like to be like up there,
yeah. Actually,
you got to tear that book through the dirt.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, you've got to go mad
so guys,
and have people feel like they're
the
gonna
next
go
segment-
hell when they leave. When they leave this,
Actually,
because
yeah.
that's what's funny. Like that's what will work. People look at him saying, "I can't believe my man said this." And then when you actually check him, he's a devout Christian.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That's what would win.
There's actually a really good one. She's an influencer, not influencer, but she's on Insta. Her name is Ariel. Do you know her, Esther?
No.
Ariel, and she does these skits where it's like, oh, when you want to talk to your boyfriend, and then she'll come as God. Like it's really funny, but it's very Bible based. She's the only person I know that I think is funny. I follow her just because her content is actually funny, regardless of whatever. But she's actually funny. But anyway, okay, guys, that's comedy. But yeah.
I don't think there's a general consensus on what people will find funny, what they won't, because Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, passed the other way, right? And when we were on Twitter, I'm sure we came over tweets where we're like, oh my goodness, this is mad.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, this is hilarious. Right? And again, maybe it speaks more to the person reading it.
I didn't laugh at a single thing anybody said about Kevin Samuels.
Cool. That's fine. But in this same room,
he made his alliances mad clear. Okay,
He said, I lost a brother.
in this same room, there were barbs going left and right, right?
Yeah.
And you giggle off the back of that. Do you understand? So what is actually sacred? What is actually sacred? In this particular cocoon of ours, we are laughing. But we may not take that public.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
That's
But
why you got to
these
join.
These comedians are in this public sphere
Yeah.
every single time they go on stage. So it's difficult for them. But yes, it's on them now to basically cut through all of that and still make more people laugh than they are actually
And making people cry.
100%.
Yeah.
The funny has to outweigh the fuckery. That's what I'm saying. And I do think comedy needs to be protected to a degree, because I just feel like it's one thing that actually brings us together. In my understanding of comedy, when I went to go and watch people, like, bro, I'm sitting next to someone who's Asian, I'm seeing someone, like, it brings us all together because all of us like a little bit of fuckery.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? As long as this is like the least violent kind of fuck. Well, some people will disagree with that, but all right then, guys, let's jump into another headline. Okay, so this isn't funny. Las Vegas lake full of dead bodies. So Las Vegas seems to be at the center of a real-life mafia film sequel. Lake Mead, known for being the largest US reservoir, supplies drinking water to 20 million people in Las Vegas from Las Vegas to Los Angeles. However, it has been shrinking rapidly recently, and as a result, revealing the remains of human bodies. So there's two issues here: climate change and murder. More human remains have been found just 1 week after the body of a suspected murder victim was found. The latest remains were reported to a park ranger on Saturday. On the 1st of May, a body was found in a barrel stuck in the mud of the lake's receding shoreline. Investigators say that the body found last week by boaters belonged to a person who was fatally shot in the 1970s or 80s. Lieutenant Spencer told CBS News in Las Vegas that it's going to be a very difficult case and said there is a very good chance as the water level drops that they're going to find additional human remains.
See, I can see people laughing at this situation. You said it's not funny.
No, I mean,
I
I said
can't
it's not.
see
I said it's not funny.
I can't see you laughing at this.
You can't.
This is disgusting.
What? You see what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
wait,
okay, yeah.
Give me a second, guys. Okay. The problem is because I feel like it just comes down to your sensibilities, innit? And the way people deal with traumatic stuff. And I just feel like in my head, I don't know who's really. It's one of those things that I think in Las Vegas, they'll be like, "Is this surprising?" Like we've been.
That's what I was just thinking. I was thinking, like, is anybody
this
surprised
surprising
by
to
that?
you?
Like,
Like,
you've seen the movies.
This
Do you know how many
exactly
bodies there are underneath those hotels?
Exactly.
I'm actually surprised.
No,
Right.
I don't know. I think
I've never heard of like anything this
dangerous in Las
sounds
Vegas.
mad.
I
What,
feel like
Vegas and Nevada and all that. Them
Yeah,
deserts.
known
Do you know
for
what?
The desert,
bodies and
they
that.
bury people in the
There's
desert.
bodies
I didn't have a clue.
I get it from
Yeah.
TV though.
Huh?
I get this from TV though. So in my head, I'm laughing.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't.
I feel like the lieutenant is taking he's taking a piss a little bit. I'm like, he's sounding surprised by this.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, people have been going.
I
missing
can't lie.
since the 70s.
That's like if someone said, "Oh, they found a body in Epping," and I'll be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, okay."
It's like someone saying they found a body in a graveyard. I'm like, oh, okay, like literally.
Yeah, because when I read in a doc, I said this is a bit heavy.
Mm.
Like this is serious, isn't it?
But this is balance.
Yeah, but this is the scale is on the floor. Like it's
Yeah.
tipped.
I'm not happy people died. I'm just
No, but you guys. But to be fair, I'm not like this is the first I've ever heard of a situation like this. Like I'm thinking this is are they going to recruit police from other countries to like find out like this
they
is wild to
know.
me.
Yes,
In
they
my
know.
opinion, the police have sometimes escorted people to the best burial site. Like
Damn.
this is for me. Like from what I know of Las Vegas, this is gambling center. This is like where people owe loan sharks
sharks
money
money.
and stuff.
Damn.
The
This
place,
is where they-
gangsters built the whole
Yeah,
place.
exactly.
yeah, like
Let's
it was a
understand.
desert.
The whole
That's
whole
wild,
place.
It was a
gangsters
desert.
built that place. You know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. And there's a time when
Like, I
rules were
was just
different than now.
shielded.
It's
Yeah.
cutthroat and that. There must be
Yeah.
there must be hundreds of bodies through there.
Yeah.
Thousands probably.
Thousands, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like, like a Nigerian, like how Margs,
Yeah.
you know how he made a joke about a joke he saw about, I can see you looking at me.
I'm not sure where you're going with it.
Made
So
a-
I can get myself cancelled. You can't.
Yeah, like if I do it to
He said,
myself,
"It's my
I'm
job."
cool. Like,
No,
what
you
doing?
weren't. It wasn't a accountable thing. He was talking about like being a Nigerian police officer and how
Oh,
the guy
yeah,
said,
yeah.
"Oh, somebody's died here. Was it you?
Was it you?
Was
Oh,
it you?
yeah,
We're
yeah,
never
yeah.
gonna find out who did it." Like that's the extent of their investigation.
That's
and it's like,
mad.
so imagine a police officer acting like obviously, but acting surprised that murders were happening in a
Damn.
in a urban
In a land that's known for that.
for that kind of stuff. Yeah. So in my head, I've heard stuff about like them cutting off fingers, cutting off legs if you don't pay their money back. Like this is very commonly in the kind of shows I watch. So when this Lieutenant Spencer is now saying this is going to be a very difficult case, I'm like, he's taking the fucking piss. Where do you think my man was going? Where do you think these people are disappearing
That
to,
is
bro?
so funny.
So yeah, I think they're just all upset that climate change has.
Yeah,
has
they're
caught up
not
with them.
going to be able to find that. A lot of them are going to be criminals. And that's probably why they've been able to go so long and no
Without
one
net.
really care. It's not like they're killing civilians and innocent people are going missing. They would have dealt with that a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So it's just all riffraff down there. They don't care.
I mean,
It's so random.
that's a bit harsh.
For the most
Oh, that's
part.
what's harsh.
That's a bit harsh.
No,
Like, I don't
I'm
think
sure there's some good people down there as well.
imagine down there, as in the barrel.
Yeah, in the water. I'm sure there's some good folk down
No,
there.
in my head,
This
I think
show
it's
is
also
actually
victims,
ridiculous.
as defined by the actual culture.
This is actually something serious.
No, in my head, what I envision is somebody who's addicted to gambling, so has a disease, and they couldn't stop, and they kept borrowing money from the loan shark. Let's just call him Aaron, and they kept taking money from him, and then eventually they couldn't pay Aaron back. So Aaron collected him in the middle of the night, took him to the desert, tortured him, and threw his body away. So I don't
Netflix.
feel like he deserves it.
Corey just gave you a script.
No, but that's the thing. You don't watch this part.
Yeah,
This is
this
everywhere. This is a common
it.
thing.
I'll be very honest with you. I like stuff like this. Can you send me suggestions?
I sent you Man of God
Not
and
Man of
Blood
God.
Sisters.
Like, do you know what's man? You talk about Man of God so much that I don't watch it.
She doesn't
I
even
don't.
watch it.
Because
What the hell is Man of God?
So it's a Nollywood.
Oh.
So I love Nollywood on Netflix, innit? So there's a show called Man of God.
First of all, that's racist. Actually, what do you mean?
It's give a comedian.
Exactly.
But yeah.
These are your people.
And obviously, I don't know Esther that well, innit? I don't like at the beginning, like I don't really know that well. I know she loves God, innit? So
Yeah,
I
so
said,
just assume.
I'm trying to bond, innit? I'm like, so there's a show called Man of God. It's got Nigerians in it, which she loves, and
Yes.
it's about God, which she
You
loves.
loves,
I said,
yeah.
bitch, we're connecting here.
But she said it so many
just
times.
watch
I'm just like, nah. You're overselling it. Like, have you got shares in the company? Like, why are you selling it so hard?
It's not that good. It's not
Send
that
me
bad,
like
though.
the drug stuff.
Yeah, I will.
It's a bit of
Ozark.
me.
But yeah, man. So yeah, so
That's crazy, man.
That is sad.
Boy,
But the Lieutenant Spencer's taking a fucking piss, in my opinion.
I don't. Do you know? I was gonna say because typically news has happened. Like, oh, I hope this. Like, what's the resolution here? Like, what's
Man said it's gonna be hard work.
So, damn.
It's gonna be
So
hard
you
work.
got me.
Yeah.
You got me in 4K.
When you say criminals built Los Angeles, is there like an actual sign? Like, is there?
Yeah.
So as in like they got lots of money and started building these massive
All the
buildings.
casinos, yeah.
Mm.
It's the
Bugsy
documentary
Siegel.
on this.
What's that? The Jewish guy?
Oh,
Bugsy Siegel.
No, but
Beanie Siegel. No.
Just thinking that's isn't.
Bugsy Siegel.
done.
He's right.
Oh, I'm trying to remember his boy.
I can't remember.
Okay,
I wouldn't.
We have to come back to it.
He's a
Yeah, come
genius.
on to
Like,
Yeah,
he's
and,
a mafia
um,
guy, but he's a genius.
Oh, autistic. Was he
Um,
autistic?
Them lot went out to
Oh, okay.
because there was Atlantic City and all that, yeah.
Mhm.
And from all the prohibition times, all them lot from Chicago and all that all went out there and have done all these like is it Al Capone's
Yeah.
and
But did they take but they definitely took the land from like Native Americans, right?
The land was bare.
oh no, that was
that was way
before.
back.
It took-
Okay.
yeah,
That was before.
Sorry, different genocides. Also, sorry.
Yeah, remember they've just gone out into
Different
the
war
desert.
crimes.
They've gone out into the desert and just built it up, innit?
Mm-hmm.
So it's all flatlands and stuff like that. They
Yeah.
literally just built it up. But I haven't been to Vegas, so I don't know what it's like. Have you?
Yeah.
No, I've never.
No, I
been.
haven't. You know, I haven't. You didn't even have to ask me. I didn't know if the people were getting killed there.
People-
There's,
yeah.
there's two parts to Vegas. So you got the modern Vegas now,
Mhm.
where everyone goes. But back in the day when Bugsy Siegel and
We're just
his boy,
residential.
I'm trying to remember his name. It's like the old part of Vegas.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the blueprint for
So
it.
Old Town, New
But
Town.
all their money is pumped into the casinos.
So they must still be mad rich now. They're not alive, I'm guessing.
yeah, no, Bugsy Siegel got killed.
Wow.
Man,
Oh, damn. Stick it to her.
a lot of America seems very man-made, as if like
what's
somebody
his
with
boy's
initiative
name?
and money just decided, I'm
No,
going to create
honestly.
Maya Lansky.
Maya
that's his
Lansky.
Yeah, that's Maya. Yeah, the Jewish man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was friend with Lucky Luciano.
Yes, exactly.
How do you guys come across this information? Is it just a like for this kind of American dream
No,
storytelling?
I love films based on real people. So
Yeah.
when I watch them and I watch the shows and afterwards I just go into just rabbit holes and I just
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
I
you
do
go and
that.
research.
Yeah,
You watch it and you start researching.
them.
Yeah.
start Googling what he done and
And
where
see,
he done it.
it's so
and-
cool.
I want to see if their casting is good. Like, does it look like the
Yeah,
person
that
from the
person,
time?
yeah.
Did he really cheat on his wife in that way? Like, I do that with Wolf of Wall Street all the time. I'm like, yo,
I love it.
how real is this? But okay, cool. Well, since we're talking about tea, let's jump straight into Word on Road.
Yeah. Not me doing the marks and sitting out.
You lot have main character syndrome for real, for real. I love it.
So Kendrick Lamar has a new video. It's a new. I love when artists release a song and they release a video with it. I just think it's so. You got good manners. So he dropped a song. It's called The Heart Part 5. Have you guys watched it?
Yes, I have.
Don't you think it was quite emotional?
I think it was. To be fair, at the beginning there was a lot of Kendrick at the beginning. Like I didn't know
Yeah,
something was
yeah.
going to change. I didn't realize the morphing was sick. And shout out Mimi, the music
Sick.
blogger. She connected it to Michael Jackson's Black and White.
Yeah,
she
okay.
she took it all the way back. I'll let you finish, but then there's another piece of tea I want to add as well.
Okay.
See, when people do that stuff though, are they right?
What?
Or is
When they
it
do
in their
the
own head?
information.
Yeah, like when they check and they say, oh yeah, because this is
I
this
think-
and
I
he
think
meant
it's just-
this and he
Oh,
referred
it's
it.
not
and-
scientifically proven.
No, I think it's just having good knowledge of music and you're
Yeah.
able to do it.
No, but even so, having the knowledge and all that. But I'm saying when you take them leaps and say this and that, and there's not like
Oh, I don't know if I was saying that he was influenced. Just like we've seen it before, but he
Oh,
used it in a
okay.
different
That-
way. That's
yeah.
cool. Do you know what I mean?
like there's things that was references in the video. I haven't seen
Yeah.
it. So I don't
Oh, you
know.
haven't seen it?
Yeah, it's a good
Nah.
video. It's
Oh
like
my gosh.
5 minutes and 42 seconds long.
Yeah, it's really-
5 minutes.
Yeah, but it captures you.
I hate
because
mugs.
he's turning into
I hate mugs. I just want to.
he's turning into different people. So Will Smith is in a video,
I
Kanye
heard.
West in the video, Justice Smollett is in a video, and
Nipsey.
read up on his case.
Nipsey's
in there, OJ Simpson's in there, Kobe Bryant's in there.
Wait, did he put Jesse Smooth,
That's the
Juicy
thing.
Smoothie?
He put people in Juicy. See, Dave Chappelle. But he put people in there at the beginning. The first 3 people are people with like charred kind of stories. So you have
so
OJ
Will
Simpson.
Smith with the OJ with the running.
Yeah.
Will Smith
with the
slap.
running. That's his
Yeah,
crime.
and then at the Rover. Yeah, because he made a
Oh, okay.
brought-
That's the crime we're talking about. Okay.
when OJ was up, he made a comment about the bulletproof Rover.
Okay.
And then you got Will Smith with obviously Oscar getting slapped.
Yeah.
Or slapping. Kanye with, bipolar. And then Jussie with his stupid MAGA hat lie. He's been flogged for that. But yeah. So there's that. And then obviously with Kobe as well and Nipsey. I feel like the Kobe and Nipsey part got me. The Nipsey in particular.
Yeah.
Because then when he had Nipsey's face, he said, to my brother, to my kids, I'm in heaven. To my mother, to my sis, I'm in heaven. To my father, to my wife, I am serious, this is heaven. And then he went on to say that he forgives the killer who sped up his demise. But I was saying to Emman that I wonder if he got permission from the family to do stuff like that, because it can be quite triggering.
What was his dad? Was that like was he speaking or rapping?
He was rapping.
But you know how he raps? Like he raps like this is a lecture.
So with a deep fake. So each time he rapped about said person, or reference a person, then their face would be on his
head. Yeah.
Okay.
You should definitely watch it. It was really, really cool. Because it was so set apart visually because it's just a red background. He's not wearing anything that's really drippy. He's wearing a handkerchief on his neck. I don't know what that one's for. And his face is changing as he's rapping. And it's so simple and effective. I don't know what it was. It was really impressive.
It's just very, and it's like it's sick. It's sick. You should watch it.
Oh, he's literally just standing up in a room.
Literally, that's what he looks like. He's just standing there and that's his position the whole time.
The same clothes, everything, but the face changes.
Yeah, but the face
and it just
changes.
catches you off guard as well. Like,
because you feel like you blink and you miss someone. Kind of thing, I'm screaming.
No, my man's busy, that's why. But yeah.
Told me to watch it, I would have watched it.
It's in the doc.
But Brent is like, see, I don't want you to watch it because I'm saying I want you to watch it because you care. And you like TDA.
But yeah, guys, music segment coming up soon.
What was the MT you had?
So basically, a white dude, I'm saying he's white, if that's relevant to you, that's relevant to you. But a white dude, he's a rapper, and he was like, he's not, this is literally how he said it.
Jack
I'm
Harlow.
not saying, no, it wasn't Jack
He's been
Harlow.
talking a lot.
No, it's not Jack Harlow. But yeah, you're right, he needs to be careful because you know the time can change on you real quick.
He's doing a lot.
But keep jacking. But this guy was like, I'm not saying Kendrick stole my idea.
Okay.
I'm just saying,
all right.
I did this exact same thing. The simple background, my face changed into like major influences. He was like, I'm not saying he stole it, but I'm signed to Universal. He signed to Universal. It was just a bit awkward.
And I'm not saying anything, but Michael Jackson did it first. But
literally, that's what everyone was saying.
All
Literally
right,
was like, I think Mimi said laughing in Michael Jackson black and white.
Yeah,
like,
because some GCSE kids somewhere's probably done this as well. So
yeah, but
let's be guided.
But it must be difficult for smaller artists because I think that same thing happened with another artist.
It was it was Cardi with Up, and some guy said that
that was bait.
Did that.
Direct ripoff.
No, but it wasn't though, because apparently where they're from, I think it was Atlanta they're from.
Well, it's a saying.
It's a saying. Like
yeah, but even the way
but
even the way the guy says it in that the reference video that I see,
he didn't win because it wasn't.
I'm not saying he won, but I'm saying the reference video that I see, like I feel like there
was a UK version.
I feel like points were made. Get me?
Yeah, points were made until I found out that that's a saying that everyone uses all the time.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying like that whole
like
that rhythm that if it's up, then it's stuck. Like he's saying that, like he's saying it.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, something
like that.
similar.
I'm saying
something similar.
But Cardi's version is better anyway.
That's a big tune. My girl.
Something similar happened with Lizzo, and there was a UK artist who said something similar. I don't know if you remember an artist that used album covers for the visuals of his video. But there was a smaller, like an up-and-coming artist that kind of did something similar as well, and that was a whole conversation.
Nines.
Yes, I think Nines did it, and then
Nines
there's another artist.
There
was a different artist who did something similar, and he wasn't saying take any shine away from Nines. He was just like, it's really hard when you put so much as an up-and-coming creative, you put so much effort in, and it just feels like it's not really.
Shut up, man! Like,
okay, then I'm not.
Just I was about to say he's a better man than I am because I'm going to
shut up, man. Like, no one knows you. Like, this is nice. No one knows you. You're talking about I had the same idea.
No, but
like,
still,
shut up, man. Who cares?
What you say
there? So hard.
There ain't no. There's original.
Related though.
What do you mean related?
Like, is he basically implying Nines took it from him?
No, he wasn't saying that because why would anyone say that? I don't think he was saying that. He was just saying that this idea that he's been celebrated for, I did it to, and like it didn't really get that set. And I
Because
think
no one knows you, rude
I
boy.
think the narrative is that
Yeah.
like, does the UK allow space for up and coming artists to really happen?
That's
Like,
not.
that's
Listen,
not
this
UK
guy's
thing.
But
sick.
you know what it is?
Well,
though?
is he good? Well, forget your
Yeah.
your artwork. Like, is he good? People
Yeah.
don't know you. That's his problem. It's nothing to
Yeah,
do
but
with.
do you know what though? I feel like even if people don't know you, there are ways where bigger artists can end up stealing from young
because
artists.
Kylie used to get flogged by
Because
that all the
sometimes,
time.
because even with music, sometimes like producers work with different people and get different things sent into them. So sometimes they know for a fact that this has come from someone who's not known,
You see,
and then they go and use it for someone bigger.
you see with entertainment, yeah,
But when
it's
you-
harder. And even with rhyming and lyrics, yeah, all we can do is we got to master this language, yeah, the
Yeah.
set words, yeah, and everybody's using them. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm.
That's why they say there's no ideas original. There's nothing new under the sun. People are going to say things.
Yeah.
I've said things before, and I've listened to top tier
Mm-hmm.
rappers from other countries who've never met me say the exact same thing. And I'm
But
like,
do you know what's
"Ooh,
crazy though? The way the world
what,
is,
that-
yeah.
what does that make you feel?
Wait,
That
you
looks like
actually
I'm on
don't know
track.
if they haven't heard
I don't
you.
know, but it's just there's gonna be beats. People who've never seen each other, but beats that have similar ideas of
Yeah.
songs and rare. These things are just gonna happen. You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
I think-
it's chance.
I think that is definitely true. But I do think as well that people underestimate the way like technology and social media and like news and stuff.
Don't get
spreads
me
out
wrong,
people.
yeah.
Because
I
they
think
may have actually seen
bigger
you
people, yeah,
and
we take inspiration from people anyway, yeah.
yeah.
And a bigger artist, yeah, can see a smaller artist and take it and run with it, yeah.
Yeah.
And whether you think that, I think it's the game. It's like how the ecosystem
No, I
works. I
think
think
give
it's
him
within
credit.
their rights to
I think give him
do
credit.
that.
Mm.
You get what I'm trying to say? Because
I think
we
credit
all
me because
we all
I'm trying
learn
to
from
make
each
it-
other and
the way
teach each
you're-
other and inspire each other. Like and it is what it is. Like it's like I'm saying, it's the ecosystem
Yeah,
there
but then let
because
me
you.
know that
that's what they're trying
inspires
to do.
you.
But
No,
you couldn't. You wasn't gonna do nothing with that anyway.
No, but
I've
you-
got the platform here.
No,
because this
yeah,
is
but you
dope.
built
This
your
is
brand.
dope. But not enough people ain't gonna hear this. But you see, when I take this and
Nah,
I do
mate,
this,
That's mad.
I'm gonna get your
That's
vision
why.
out to
Yo,
the
like-
world.
But isn't that
These
You
are
know
views
what
of
I'm
Marks.
saying?
You do that to me, I'm suing your ass. I'm gonna tell you that.
I think that is. I think as a
Mad.
creative, I think a lot of creatives now have to care a lot about business. I get that, but as a creative, you're literally just you pull yourself into some shit.
Doesn't
I know
matter.
life ain't fair.
Michael
That's
Jackson
just
didn't create the
I'm
moonwalk.
not popular. Doesn't give you the
Michael
right
Jackson
to
did
take
not
it.
create the moonwalk.
yeah.
Well,
Okay, it's not his dance.
he should have
Yeah.
fought his
But he
battles. The person who
popularised
did, and that's fair enough. That's
and,
great.
and you're
But give
allowed
my
to do
credit.
that.
Don't tell me that you're what's it called? We're here to learn from each other. And
Yeah, because I'm trying to make
Nah,
money
mate.
off of my creative
because I'm trying to
IP.
make it the way you're trying to make
That's
it.
literally what I'm
So
trying to do.
credit me.
But I guess it's
You just
the
got to
problem
find someone
is-
smaller to step on.
Oh,
So this is the ego to the chain.
It's a chain, and you
You
got
are
to climb. You got to
savage.
rise.
You're
You get me?
ridiculous.
'Cause then when-
I do feel this is the mentality a lot of successful people seem to have. Like,
And that's great until they block me because I'm taking you to court.
yeah.
So have that mentality. So you like, I will see you, Your Honor.
But yeah, man.
But yeah,
that
so,
happened. But shout out Kendrick.
Deeper news: Young Thug and Gunna.
Yeah, what
They
happened
might
there?
be gone. So basically, they've been arrested. They're involved in. So you know, Young Thug has his whole label YSL.
Young Slime.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was the fashion brand.
Yeah.
I was, oh my gosh, like what happened? Like, did they steal the clothes? What happened? But anyway, so yeah, so Young Stoner Life or
Stoner
Young
Life,
Slime
that's it,
Slat
Stoner
Life,
Life,
yeah.
yeah.
So basically, they've been busted. It's kind of like it's giving the 6ix9ine thing all over again
Oh,
because there's racketeering charges and stuff and gang activity and there's a whole bunch of them. And
I'm so
It's
sorry.
like
What is
56.
racketeering as a civilian? I'm not.
it's
I've heard it a lot.
Is that
Racketeering is
that the
Back to our legal
Right.
correspondent, Marks.
huh?
Because I feel like you always have a good insight. Of
Wait,
what
but
things
I
mean.
know what it means, but I don't know the legal
proper
term. If you do
definition,
racketeering,
yeah.
that's like dealing with money and illegal stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's like
moving
legal,
it
yeah, and like properties and
properties and
it's like a high level of fraud that involves the government.
It's a
extortion,
type of
fraud.
criminal activity in which money is extorted from a victim.
Extortion.
Yeah.
Or
See?
force.
Yeah.
There you go,
So
racketeering.
there's guns
That's not
and
nice.
there's all sorts. Not that's not nice. Worse than me than how I
that's
reacted
not
to the
nice.
Vegas news.
That's not.
That's not nice. Treat each other better.
Extorting each
But
other.
yeah. So the conspiracy charge stems from an alleged incident that occurred 24th of January 2013, and the gang is connected to an incident in 2018. So it's honestly just a whole bunch of stuff, and it's looking very peak. I can't even lie to you.
You know,
It's looking, and his house was raided, and yeah, but obviously people just there's a bunch of people on the list, but obviously people just care for Young Thug and Gunna.
yeah, I heard.
More Gunna, because I think people were thinking, so you meant to be on tour, so there's that. But yes, all that stuff going on. So obviously we'll keep an eye. I think Young Thug's hearing is on Thursday,
Yeah.
so I'll probably report it on Friday. See what happens with that, because his charges aren't very clear, but Gunna's is
Mm.
quite clear. I think he's definitely racketeering. He's the same.
I can't imagine anything more stressful than being rich, uncomfortable, and then the police coming to disturb your life. I can't imagine something.
Do you know what I think
anything
about when you
more
say that?
irritating.
Hush puppy.
Yeah.
Because it was middle of the night. I just think this, like,
It's just
you couldn't wait
inconvenient.
for the morning. Like, I think stand outside my door, hear my alarm go off,
Okay.
hear me get out of bed.
Can you imagine?
Do you know how rattling it is to we're waking up?
You're in Dubai.
In,
You're
and it's
Nigerian.
Like bare
and the-
police people, and they just rush. Like,
I don't
the
think that-
confusion is mad.
If you got defrauded by him, yeah.
Would you want
Would you
Get
want
that
to
man
happen?
yesterday. Get him
Wait
yesterday.
until 2 a.m. and get
Next
him.
time, get him then. There's no rest for the wicked.
I just think, oh, it must be so frustrating to like be in a stage of your life where you could literally make money off of creating music
Boy.
and to because the thing about the police remind I've never had to deal with the police shit like that,
Yeah.
but like the police remind me of like a nagging. Like,
just,
I can't imagine.
a wasp.
Like, imagine being in this place in your life and
So
this is happening. That's crazy.
Yeah, but 56
if
count
you deserve it-
indictment is mad. I can't
That's what I'm saying, and I can't imagine all your
56?
victims because you've been extorting, and that sounds mean.
Whew, it's
So,
mad.
yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on this. It's just giving 6ix9ine, and we'll see who snitches this time to get out.
Because someone's snitching. Just so you
Okay.
guys know,
There is that.
someone is definitely snitching.
Exactly.
Okay.
So there's been, what's it called? A 911 call released of Kevin Samuels when the lady he was with him, anyone who doesn't know, I don't think, at the time we reported it, we didn't really have news.
Yeah.
So what it was, how he died, it's I think it's a health complication. It hasn't, no official word has been put out yet. But apparently he had cancer like back a while ago. And the side effects of that is kind of heart problems and stuff. So I think they reckon that's kind of probably the cause of death. And he was with a young lady the night before and they were cool, whatever. And she said how he complained about chest pains. And then while she was trying to like help him, like what's going on kind of thing, he kind of fell on top of her. And then she's a nurse, which is good. And when she tried to help him and do whatever, but then obviously she couldn't. So she had to call 911. And we've got the emergency call.
Not us having the clip.
Not us having the clip.
Okay, is this a house or an apartment? Oh my God, I don't fucking know. You don't know if it's a house or apartment? Oh, it's an apartment. Okay, what's the apartment number? I know. I just need to give him CPR. Just please, just ask the front. You need an ambulance? Yes. Okay. Are you listening? Hold on, ma'am. I have to connect you with the ambulance. It's Kevin fucking Samuels. I understand, but I have to connect you with the ambulance. Are you okay?
EMS, what's the address of your emergency? Is he awake?
No, he has an irregular rhythm. I can feel it. He's breathing in and out, but he has an irregular rhythm. It's probably his heart. So I need you to get here with the fucking...
And Atlanta, I'm up. What's on my man?
Come on, Kevin, you got it. Oh, come on, just try to breathe. Come on, you got it. Come on, think about your mom. Think about your daughter. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
I'm sorry.
2, 3, 4.
I need to call the front desk to get an AED. He's not going to make it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1. But ma'am, I don't want you to disconnect because something can happen while you disconnect now.
I understand, but I'm saying I need AED. If they have one downstairs, I need to get them up here now.
Are you able to get the neighbor, ma'am, real
I'm
quick,
going to
and
hang
ask
up
them
with
to help
you.
you?
I hang up with you, or you call them in the front desk and give me a fucking AED right here now. He's turning blue. I cannot wait any longer.
That's mad.
That's harsh.
That gave me
Rerunning the whole
goosebumps.
thing, or
That
what?
was deep. Huh?
I was going to say, how much did that rerunning that, bro?
But I think the part that stuck out to me when I was listening was when she said, to be fair, what other kind, that woman really did a great job in that moment.
She did a great job.
Because the panic.
Because she tried to help him even before she called it a 911.
Yeah.
That's
And
a
she was
good
like,
job.
think of like this, in terms of like you're about to die or you know what I mean, your final moments. And for her to be like, think of your mum, think of your sister. I just feel like for a situation that's so distressing, that was probably a little bit of, she seemed like a good person to be around. It's such a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
I feel like she handled it really, really well. And it's proper sad. I think this is one of those moments where it comes back to the fact that somebody actually died. Like,
Yeah.
much you like
that
him, don't like
reality.
him, somebody actually died. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man, tough.
Can I lighten the mood a bit?
Yes,
So,
please.
did you guys watch Power?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't watch.
They're not Power. Okay, so Power, you know the one with Monet, with Mary J. Blige?
Yeah.
So someone said, yeah, you get hit. This is on the Young Thug stuff, right? So you get hit with RICO charges and they put that big time in front of you. What are you doing? And it's got, what's his name again?
Oh man.
What was his name?
That's the dad. That's the my man's dad. isn't it?
Yeah,
The one
remember
that's
he
in the prison.
snitched.
Yeah.
Remember? And they put the picture up. But yeah, See what I'm saying? Meme culture. I love it.
They deal with trauma with humor.
We really do.
Scientifically proven, man.
Is that all my word on road, or do I have time for one more?
You got time for one more.
Okay, I would like to drag these people because they're not being dragged enough and they're not being flogged enough, and I'm sick of their shit.
I don't know what she's
Please tell
gonna
me
say.
this is
Spac Nation.
yes.
He said we were going viral today.
Yes.
Get them to jail. Like, I've actually had enough of it. I'm really, really sick of it. I don't understand how... I don't understand.
Said get them to jail, the whole church.
Everybody. The security guard, the usher, the person that sells them puff at the end. Everybody needs to go to jail. Everybody needs to go to jail. Because I don't understand how they're still... Like, we know what they do. We know what they are. Yet... they're still going on and still have opportunities to literally be moving mad. The latest thing now is inviting 13 to 16-year-old girls to brunches. Do you have... Actually, you can have non-alcoholic brunches, but yeah, that's what they're doing currently, and they're doing it on TikTok. So they're actually putting out an ad. So basically, this girl, one of the girls, the members on there, that's, I suppose, recruiting the girls, she said on a TikTok, I tried getting sturdy. I want to take 10 girls at the beginning of April to brunch in London, preferably age 13 to 16. Everything will be paid for X. Don't add a kiss to your scamming ways. Let's have fun 2022. Hashtag boss babes. Comment in the comments section if you'd want to join.
I saw a TikTok, because where there was a girl saying, no man can impress me because of the way my daddy treats me. And her daddy was basically her person in Spac that pays for all her ways. So they go into like the finest restaurants and all of that. And to me, that does sound... churches do brunches. Churches do non-alcoholic brunches, whatever, but it's a gathering, isn't it? It's these social things to make church feel more like a community. People do that. My problem is the age. But then another part of me thinks
what it is,
everyone knows what Spac Nation's
No, but it gets
reputation
worse.
is.
So basically, the reason for the brunches is not to do female empowerment or to mentor these young girls. It's basically to get them to agree to live in their trap houses.
No, but is that what you deduce
No,
from
that's
it,
what
or is that the
no,
case?
That's what they be doing. When they jump people's because they've jumped my DMs.
That's the fact.
This is the facts.
Because
When they jump in people's DMs, essentially what they want to do here is obviously the whole process and system is, I guess, to make money and to portray this lifestyle and whatever, right? So you all kind of have to live together. It's a cult. You all kind of have to live together to make these things happen, right?
Okay.
And so that's what it is. So I'll give you guys further receipts because let me let you know it's not just me making up shit out of thin air. Some girl, a young lady wrote into, I'm not sure who she wrote into, whether it's Lillian, but it's an email basically from one of the recruitees. Sounds right. I made a new word up. So yeah, she says, hello, I'm writing to inform you of the known Spac Nation and their plan on luring around 500 young girls to a free brunch and aiming to scam us. There are multiple different perspectives that can be heard of from this accounting. This all started on the TikTok app where multiple videos were made offering a free brunch for young girls to get to know one another and build on confidence, networking and form friendships. This is incredibly deceiving and so easily bought into. The girls used as a front for this are Tasia, Anita and Anthea Marie. Those are the TikTok girls, the ones that are doing the recruiting. The form was used for phone numbers and names in hoping for 20 people to be picked. It was I don't like when people can't spell. It was not... Okay, I'm going to leave that sentence. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. And there are over 500 people within the group chat that was created on the Telegram app. There was one brunch already held where some people attended. I cannot speak upon this. However, I'm sure out of the several emails you would have received today, one of the attendees would have specified. Following the brunch, we soon all came to realize that the deceiving girls used as a front were in fact a part of Spac Nation and were trying to lure us in. Once confronting the girls, they used a paragraph which had been copy and pasted from the past occasions. We then found the girls' Snapchats and Instagrams, and the more everyone tried to defend ourselves and see what was actually happening, people were blocked, banned and ignored. I'm writing this in hope that this issue comes to light as there were girls as young as 12 years of age on this who can become naive to the malicious doings that the company intends. I hope this reaches the correct audience and the large problem is shown light upon and the trap of young innocent girls getting lured into Spac Nation finally comes to an end. They know what they're doing.
That person that messaged in was...
They know what they're doing. And furthermore, why do you want young girls that age living in a house that's got men in it?
But this is what I was going to say. Like, are you sure that's... Again, I'm not trying to say you got wrong information, but this sounds crazy though.
This is what they do.
How is a 12-year-old leaving their home to go and...
But they
some
do that
people are
because even in the
vulnerable.
documentary they had...
a lot of people had moved out.
A lot of people move out because what they do, they target people that have like family issues, that you've got problems at home and stuff. And they essentially, what they say that they're going to be that loving family that you need and you crave. And so then they come in there And then that's how they take advantage of them. I remember years ago, actually I say years ago, maybe before lockdown or during lockdown, there was a young girl who came out and again, her story was the same where she was having family problems and they knew this and they took advantage of that. And she was being abused and stuff in the house, like sexually.
And
then she literally she told like the female passers-by, told them up, but like they did not care. They're basically like, you don't really talk about it. Like just keep it kind of in-house. And she was the one who had to find the courage herself to talk about it. So there's a lot of not just financial abuse going on in there. Like, what's that girl that went on X Factor that time? Gifty. I swear they snatched her wig off on camera.
Yeah, they did.
There's a lot of like abuse, like emotional abuse, physical abuse, like
kids,
a lot of stuff
man.
Allegedly going on in there. Do you get what I mean? But for me, I think that it's a new low when you're now you're recruiting like 12, 13-year-olds to come and live in the house. But even then, that what they do, they're recruiting people. They're not recruiting people to save for Christ. Absolutely. Jesus don't know any of y'all. He doesn't. But they're recruiting people to do this whole lifestyle thing. What lifestyle and what money? And again, they're recruiting people to kind of make them money. Because I don't know if you ever watched a documentary. There's people there, who they were using like their family, like dead people's identities to get loans and stuff.
Shit, I didn't see this.
There was a girl that was dying of cancer. And they knew she was dying of cancer. And they used, while she was in hospital getting her treatments, they used her information to get loans. And now she's stuck with all the debt.
And this is in the documentary?
This is in the documentary. I can't remember if it was Channel 4 BBC.
I think what people are thinking, right, by the way, which for me, this is not my church. I've never been there, nothing like that, yeah?
Yeah.
But I think people are thinking is that then people are thinking, if they're this bad, why have they not been caught? Because I know there was a point where there was like police investigations. And
I remember the parliament were looking into them. Yeah,
and I remember I did a show with somebody else. Yeah, and all the man them were like, they're trying to keep a black man down. Like, you know how like sometimes people like to simplify it to the police can't find anything on this person, so they must be innocent. They just hate. Yeah. But my thing is no, it's true. Like 12-year-olds to 16-year-olds will be so easy to manipulate.
Yeah,
like,
because you know what it is, the people that they manipulate in terms of the money. They were even older girls. They were girls like uni. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
So how much more
a 12-year-old,
a 13-year-old
that you're flashing with designer bags?
There was a whole documentary. I'll try and find what the documentary. We can maybe put it in the description box or something. But there definitely was a whole documentary on it, and there was multiple victims who had been scammed, and they'd used their identities for money and made them take out so much money, and now these people are in debt. The one that stuck out to me the most was the girl with the cancer. And I think there was another girl as well whose mum had like died or something. And it's just a whole, like, it's just so wicked and just callous, and it's just get them to jail yesterday. Like, I'm really over their bullshit. I'm really, really over it. But I do think there's some kind of investigation going on. Because I think that the day they catch them up, it's going to be quicker than Rapture, boy. They're going to get them all out here.
But you know,
expeditiously.
Are they making money legally?
It's not legal.
It's just immoral.
It's immoral. No, I'm saying no, it's not legal though.
It's
not legal when it's illegal when you're using someone's identity without the knowledge.
But the thing is,
a lot of times the people are not even going there to sign the loan. Like, I'm now guessing, imagine me getting a letter in my house that is a loan being taken out on my behalf.
Yeah. But that's because that person has given them
maybe my name or my address. You know my name, you know my address and stuff. And then they forged it.
It's like what you just said though. If there was all this illegal activity going on, how would they be able to
Well, some people say because they don't. Some people say because the police don't care. These are like black vulnerable kids in terms of they don't have parents that are going to fight their corner and stuff like in my head when you say this stuff I'm thinking all right, I would never go. Why? Because I don't have an abusive home that I need to get away from. The flash of all of this stuff would actually be scary to me because I'm like, why are you offering me a Louis Vuitton bag? Like, how much is Louis? Do you know what I mean? But if I'm coming from somewhere where my home is horrible and terrible, and these people now are giving me a family, even if they're doing crud, I'm 12 years old. Like, exactly, what's going to stop me? Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I do think, let's be real, guys, if it was tons of white kids that were disappearing into some sort of gathering, there would be some sort of noise.
If Fire Festival was about black people, we wouldn't know Fire Festival to be what it is today.
Yeah, exactly.
I said if Fire Festival, the victims of Fire Festival were mainly a black audience, we wouldn't know Fire Festival, and there wouldn't have been a Netflix show on it. But the point, so I'm agreeing with her point in that because it's the kind of people that's the race involved. It's not so much attention. Get some whites up in there, and trust me, watch this case get concluded next week.
Can I play devil's advocate?
You love to.
You love it.
No, I just want to say, like, could it be a situation where these guys, not to give them credit, but are really good at what they do, and the
scamming?
Police, and the police just can't
Yeah, I think there's
Get
a
nothing on
case.
them.
There's a case behind the scenes being built.
I think there's definitely a case
they're
behind the
very,
scenes being
very
built.
smart with the hiding of what.
Yeah, because what it is as well, like what I've heard from people that I've spoken to that have even been there, that have actually gone to church, is that so the head pastor, I'm not gonna say his name because he makes me sick, but his name is not really attached to any of these documents.
There you go.
That's what I'm
about.
hearing.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So really, when they're closing on everyone, the police need to be really like they need to be so smart about how they catch him.
They need an undercover
Because
agent
what I think he's gonna do is he's gonna F off back to Nigeria. That's what I really believe.
where nobody can catch him.
And he's just gonna. And the thing is, Nigeria's so annoying that he's gonna go there and just be the next governor of some state or something.
I think ultimately when fraud happens to you, but you gave, because I remember a colleague of mine, they defrauded her of all her money, her and her husband's joint account. And the reason why she didn't get any money back is because essentially the fraudster asked for this information and you gave it to them.
What's that Tinder swindler?
And that's a grown woman with children and a husband, right?
Yeah.
Imagine now a 12-year-old who literally going up in an account in Barclays, going up in an account in Santander, going up in an account. Like do you know what I mean? If you can get it, I'll be your mum.
I think it's grooming.
But they can't get nothing though. They can't get current accounts.
But I think there's other
They
ways.
can't.
in
But the
which-
thing is,
I obviously don't know.
But I don't know what their plans is with the 12 to 13. Maybe they're going to groom them to the 18 or 16. But they do this with like uni kids, 21-year-olds, 20-year-olds, and
Do you
where their
think-
credits is just messed up now.
Do you think that it's a thing where the people at the top know the true intentions, and where the people that are lower down are all victims of? Because that's how it works, isn't it? They're all victims of. So even if they are, we're looking at them like, you're a 21-year-old woman, why are you doing this? What if they were brought into it when they were younger and they really believed that
It might be
they're doing-
that. But I think also, so what they're covering up with is that they're trying to help knife crime in London. So he does this whole thing where he works with the authorities, where basically people go to the church, gang members go to the church, and at the altar they surrender their knives, and then he comes because this was again in documentary. So the police come, and then it's like. And it's like a handshake, like, oh, well done. Like, this is what you like. He's helping the community. He's keeping the street safe, this London street safe. So I feel like he's kind of using that as a cover as well, where there's all these stories, but they're thinking, oh no, but this guy is the one who's got all these samurai knives and stuff coming in all the time, every week kind of thing.
But isn't that every like powerful
Exactly.
criminal stronghold?
Exactly.
Like they have they give in to the community with one hand whilst they are butchering it with the other.
Boy.
I think ultimately with this, it sounds like the beginning stories of in 10 years from now, some big ass documentary that's gonna have everyone thinking, how was this fucking happening?
10 years is too
Yeah.
long. Get them in yesterday.
I think we need to have a discussion about a lot of these churches, to be fair, because 99% of them, I think.
Can I say, I think that's another reason why people are a little bit like lax with Spac Nation.
Yeah.
Because for them, they're like, don't all churches do this? Churches have taken monies from aunties that don't have money, the pastors living. I think, but you know, like maybe where me and you think that is a particularly bad type, I think some people are like, isn't that all churches, bro? Like,
No, absolutely. I have the same sentiment. I feel like a lot of churches are fake. If there's 100 churches, 99 of them is probably chatting.
Yeah.
They're supposed to make money though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a business.
No, a church is a charity. The church
That
is
is
meant to be a
treated like a
charity. You're not
business.
meant to be registered as a business. You're a charity.
Yeah,
No,
they
but the
operate like
person-
a business.
Yeah, and the person,
You shouldn't be doing that.
the person who owns the church and who runs the church needs money because they're not. If they're doing it full
But that
time,
should be
they're
the-
not getting peace nowhere.
Yeah, but that should be goodness of your heart, not.
No, you have to
From
pay a
use-
pastor though.
What?
They do, but I can't
Why
remember
are you
how many
laughing
they
at
get.
me for? The
Hey, I can't
pastor,
remember.
that's why they do that. The pastor, you need to
No,
be
of
able to.
course you have to pay them, yeah, but
Some
their
pastors
salary
do
is
work.
not like their salary is
It's
like
not gonna be-
21k.
It's not going to be 100 grand.
It's not 100 grand.
It's
It's
not
not. It's
Okay,
not
so-
money that's big enough for you to own in private jets, as a lot of pastors these days do.
That's cool, but the pastors that work here are the ones that can't afford not to. So if you've got a
so
big
the church ain't booming.
yeah, if you've got a big successful church and it's booming, you ain't gonna be working, and you're allowed to reap the benefits of.
Because being a pastor
this
isn't easy.
This is like you're reaping the benefits of the seeds that you sowed. You're just doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're definitely not doing Lord's work.
there's
I'll
one-
tell you that for free.
I think there's
They are
some
doing overtime
pastors-
on Satan's clock. I tell you that.
There's some pastors that are like, yo, I was working and I prayed and I heard that God felt like I should do this full time. There's just, I think when things like this take into account the spirituality, it's hard to do accountability because they have their own reasoning system and stuff like that. And from what I've seen of pastors, when you're a real pastor, that shit is hard. Like people are calling you day and night from 6 a.m. to like 12 p.m., like 12 midnight. Like it's not, it
You're
doesn't
actually-
seem like an easy job.
And no one really
Your
wants a
kids
broke
can't fuck
pastor
up.
either. You don't want your
Okay.
pastor to be broke.
Okay.
Because
Alright.
if your
done.
pastor's broke, if he's just like, he can't be ministering because he's just not receiving no blessings.
So,
Just get what I'm saying? That.
so is
So
it
how
time
can you
to-
minister to me and your blessings are just ski whiff. Like it's just.
We already went left. Might as well go left with the news.
Come on. Come on. Heading over to the jump at Melilin.
We're
Let's
there.
go.
Exactly.
Mark's
comment.
contribution at the end, it had to be fuckery. I was like, no, we've gone too far without Mark
Yeah.
saying some shit.
Yeah.
Like, we might actually make it through this episode.
We should have
isn't it?
stopped earlier.
All right, people. So welcome to my segment where I give you the news from an economics point of view and let you know why it should be important to you. Okay, so the first thing, well, the first and only thing is
You tried it. You tried
not
it.
a big build up.
is Bitcoin. The crypto world is
Plummeting.
it's plummeting, man.
LOL.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me check my wallet.
Everything's going south.
Just some crazy
Everything
ass shit.
goes
Is this
south.
the time to buy? I don't know what the rules are.
So this is the thing.
not the time.
This is basically the conversation, though.
Yeah.
Could this be a good time to buy?
Yeah.
Buy it in the
You
dip.
should always buy the dip.
Buy
History has
it
always
in the
shown
dip.
millionaires, Warren Buffett, all these guys have always said, buy the dip. Be consistent with your
But how do we know the
trading.
dip is going to go back up?
So what's the dip saying? Is
Because
it
you
like
hope.
£20 now? Or is it, what's
I don't know what that means.
Okay,
£20.
I don't know, guys.
Is crypto going down to £20? That's
I don't know.
impossible.
Yeah, breaking news,
We don't
crypto's
even
gone
know.
down to £20. TDA, bringing it to you first.
I can see
Exclusive.
crypto like it's one thing.
So this is
Bitcoin has bit down
Nah,
on the price.
Saying Bitcoin is bit down.
Saying is Bitcoin £20? It's not, is it?
No
We say,
way.
we don't even know what this is.
No
Don't
way.
listen to us. We have no
I
idea.
think Bitcoin.
This is the boxing all
They
over
are
again.
thirsty. We said some random numbers. They're like, what?
Mark's like, oh my gosh, what do you mean? I can't see on my screen.
I think Bitcoin is basically, it's quite volatile anyway, but it's hovering around 25k.
Eh?
Yeah.
For a coin?
Yes.
Like, you have to pay 25,000 for
To
one
get
real
one,
money.
Oh,
to
no,
get
that's-
one whole Bitcoin. Yeah.
That's low though. It's like 80 the other day, isn't it?
Exactly. So
What, 80,000 for one
No, it's-
coin?
No,
I
80
think-
pounds or something like that.
no, it's gone up to
Oh, I thought you meant 25,000
I think the highest is
pounds.
about that's
Yes,
exactly
he
what I
said
mean,
that.
Why are you saying 80 pounds?
Oh no, sorry.
Breaking news from TDA.
So
Okay.
Oh,
basically,
no, I'm chatting so much shit. There was about
You know.
So you ain't had to know.
Man closed his eyes. This is when you know bullshit's about to fly. Man said, I need to see only one.
I need to focus.
That was Nigerian. That was very Nigerian. Man said, let me get my third eye going.
but yeah,
I feel like there was about 30,000 or something like that, innit?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was about 30,000, probably like last week.
What are you guys
Oh,
doing?
was it that soon?
Yeah.
So what-
Well, that's what it was worth, or that's what how much
That's
it is
what
to buy in.
Can you buy a part of a
Same
coin?
thing. So it's worth and
Okay.
buy.
You're
yeah, so you can buy
rich.
fractions. Yeah.
Okay. So what does that mean? Does that mean when you buy a fraction, you need to get other people that bought a fraction to make
No,
a
it
whole
just
to buy
means you
some?
just got a fraction in your pocket. That's
I'm
all.
going to start asking people on first dates now if you have Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Because you sound rich. And I like that.
25,000.
But
Do any of you have a whole coin?
Huh?
Do any of you have a whole coin?
Hmm?
Yeah, you might be doing
I'm
it.
joking. I ain't got no Bitcoin.
Mark, do you have a whole
I ain't got no
coin?
Bitcoin.
Not a Bitcoin. No, I got some other coins.
You got bits of a
Yeah.
coin.
I was going to say that girl
What
is
about-
calling back.
Hey, Sam, it's calling you right now.
Right now.
What about you, Brent? Do you have a bit of a coin or a whole coin?
Oh, my thing's my thing's dying. Oh, it just dropped while I was watching it.
Everything is just
Does it usually go back up?
Well, it's like normal stocks, so up and down, but based on certain news in the financial world, it affects it.
I'll be honest
So
with you.
bear
I
in
think
mind,
stocks are racist.
bear in mind, last year, like even less than 12 months ago, Bitcoin was around, I think it went up to like 50, 60K
So that means if
You know what I'm
someone
saying?
sold their coin, they'll be selling it for 50.
at that time, yeah.
Okay.
So you would be laughing now and maybe use half of that to get a whole
Another
Bitcoin
one.
again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why people
kinda
are
sounds
again
fun.
saying it can be unless you're
Fun.
all your money's in it and you're thinking, wow, I bought at 50K. Now
But
it's worth
isn't
30.
the rule that you should put your disposable income into this kind of stuff and not
Yeah,
your-
but people have always seen.
Go ahead.
I don't care how
stocks
disposable
and-
it is.
and
I want it
crypto.
back.
You know what
I
I'm
want
saying?
it back.
Yeah, this money that I've put in there will never ever come out
There you
unless
go.
it goes up. Because what's the point? I'm not
Okay.
going to take.
Exactly.
I'm not going to take it out when it's
Right.
down.
So you give money that you don't mind not seeing it. Like when you borrow your mum money, like money you just don't care about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it come back.
This money is if it's never coming out unless it's more than what I put in there. It will just stay there forever.
Mm.
Who, me?
Oh, you don't have to say that.
Not a lot.
Don't worry about it,
You don't
sweetheart.
have to. You don't have to.
It's just a few £1,000s, like 3 or 4 or something like this. Like small
Something
fractions.
like.
So a bit of
Yeah.
a coin.
That's- yeah.
Was it
Because in
hard
the
for you to do
future-
that?
Huh?
Was it scary for you to do that? Like jumping into this? Because this is new, right? For our generations, this isn't something that we.
Yeah.
I gamble and shit. I just threw the money there. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
His legs are crossed, eh?
Yeah.
Remember, he said he's conservative now.
Exactly. He said, fuck them flex. He said, listen, I'm upper class. I'm coming for y'all.
Listen, do you not hear how I speak? My name's Aaron.
I'm coming for the upper class.
Love it. We'd love to see it.
But
Alright.
so the overall crypto market is now worth just over $1.5 trillion.
So can I ask a question? So the man that made Bitcoin,
Yes.
which is only one of the cryptocurrencies.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
So is he as the owner and founder of it, or them as a collective, or even she? Do they make money?
It's not she.
Well, you're jumping too fast there. You're jumping too fast.
Just funny, I was going to say, but I'm glad you said it.
That's to keep the brand. Do they make money from the creation of it? Like, do they get like a little bit of everything? Like, how do they, or are they just super genius people that just create something?
And they're not rich.
So pretty much, the story is this Nigerian man who created it.
I knew it.
He's not.
That's what I've been telling you guys.
He's not.
Nigerian.
Okay, yeah, he's Chinese. He's got a Chinese name anyway.
I'll be honest with you.
Give him
I know.
racism.
The way, anyway, let me not tell you about it.
He might be Nigerian, pretending to be Chinese.
Thank you very much. That's how I see it.
From Poland.
I was going to say, the way Nigerian and Chinese, we shouldn't be in the same sentence. The way our situation is set up back
Don't
home.
mind them.
But anyway,
Can we do an episode
Exactly.
on that, please?
100%.
That is very important.
I'll finish it.
We'll do it on the day we're done. We know we're really done with TDA.
Yeah.
Because we'll be done out here for real.
But pretty much the person was kind of disillusioned with how the financial world is, how things could be manipulated, and was like, look, we need something that's real, based on something tangible. Because obviously, back in the day, your money would be based on, I guess, how do I put it? Gold, exactly. But obviously, I think in the 70s, with Nixon, he was like, nope, take it off the gold standard. This is like just going to be digital currency. So effectively, it's
Money's
just,
made up.
you can just make it up. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so obviously, this is why you had the whole situation. Obviously, I'm kind of mixing big time spans
No, this
together.
really matters.
But this is why you had the situation with the whole thingy.
What?
I'm
I don't know why
supporting
Brent's laughing.
No, I'm saying if this is good, this matters.
Yeah,
Remember,
100%.
Yeah,
Remember,
I
it's
think
not just a room, innit?
Brent
It's
has
two
spent a lot of time
outside.
together.
I think Esther needs to
The
relax.
shade is rubbing off.
No, there's no shade. That was support.
It's
Anyway,
second
can I
strike
finish my story,
today.
please?
Yeah, I'm sick of the shade queen right now.
I'm sick of y'all.
Brother,
Anyway,
it's the New
yeah.
Year show,
Huh?
man. It's the New Year segment.
It's the what?
Did you connect the dots?
No, it's all right, Brent. It's calm.
I didn't hear what you said.
The name of your segment, man. She was there playing on words.
Yeah, I was
Rapper?
supporting you.
Thank you.
It's all right,
Thank you.
brother.
It's too late. It's done now.
30 minutes
The
later,
hell?
we're trying to. So what? So finish your point.
Anyway, yeah. So all this nonsense, the manipulation based on money that's not really worth anything,
Yeah.
is what caused the whole recession in 2007 and probably the one that's coming up soon.
This
By
one
the way,
coming
yes.
soon. Can we do a financial forecast, please? I need to
Oh,
know
that's
these things that are
100%.
coming out.
We might have to get
It's going to be coming soon. So
Okay.
yes.
Mugs, bring me with you to the middle class for here.
But
I don't want struggle.
But basically, yeah.
She said I can't be black, a woman, and poor. No, I
It's too
can't do it.
much. I'm going to
But yeah.
marry rich. Go on.
But yeah, all I was gonna say is basically people obviously need to, I guess, kind of assess where they are with their stocks and stuff in it, because if you feel like it's gonna just continue to plummet,
Yeah.
probably best to take out your money. But if not, and it will go back up again, then keep it in.
If you could please keep an eye on it
Mhm.
and then pass a message on to Mark, because he's taking all of us with him to the middle class. That'd be great. We'd really appreciate that.
All right. But yeah, that's all I would say. Tomorrow, I think I'll touch on the interest rates and the Bank of England.
I think you should
It's
have
full of bad
increasing
news.
I think you should have a segment, not learn with TDA, because I feel like that's copyright somewhere, but I feel like there are just some good pieces of information that are not common.
Mhm.
And if you can deliver it in a great way, Mr. Melanin Jam Packed, I feel like you should have a little segment that does that.
Yeah.
That many things really catching on, isn't it?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
I have it in
Yeah,
the
you said
bundle.
that
I don't
3
know.
times now.
If you have a partner, I don't know if she wants other women calling you Melanin Jam Packed personally. But let's
She
jump
said,
into
let her know
the
it's
next
making us
segment.
money. She's got to get with the program.
All right, guys, let's jump into work or joke. All right, guys. So this segment is where I give you something that's happened in the world, and then we decide whether we think it's woke or if it's joke. So here's the story. Meghan Markle is back in the news. The woman that people love to hate, actually. Her biographer, Tom Bauer, has alleged in his new book that Meghan Markle came from nothing and trampled on others to get where she is. Sounds like a forward-thinking woman to me. In his new book, Tom Bauer claims that claims that he reveals her victims and they will tell all. So basically her sister and dad. He has also, those people will hate her, boy. He has also claimed that the new book will contain extraordinary information about the royals. He needs to be careful.
I have a question.
Go on, sis.
If that's her biographer, doesn't that mean that they sat together to write the stories?
No.
What?
Why is it?
Autobiographies. Basically, anyone could do a biography about you
So why are you my biographer then?
because it's about you.
Okay.
So I'm
he
your
wrote-
biographer.
You're
because I'm
a
right.
biographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like don't say you're
I don't
mine.
know you.
I don't know. I didn't sign this off.
So he just researched her, wrote a book
Yeah, yeah,
without
yeah.
her consent,
Mhm.
named it the book
And
of
now
Meghan
he's
Markle.
known as her biographer.
It's horrid, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's
Scary times.
Yeah.
However, if you would like to write a book about me, no, I'm joking. The question is, there are those who believe the royals or perhaps other groups have it in for Meghan Markle. Anyone with eyes thinks that. Are all these attempts at making her look bad by these various outlets part of a huge undercover smear campaign to bring her down? Or is it actually the case, a case of there being no smoke without fire? Is she a bad person who deserves all of this?
No.
Or are these people just trying to get her out of here?
It's the latter.
My
Just
thing
trying
is
to get
that
her.
he's already married her, bro. He's already made her walk away from the royal. Like, if she is evil, she won. Find a new battle. What's
Literally.
Camilla saying? Like, I don't know what we're fighting about. You don't have made me care about Meghan Markle, where I shouldn't care this much. Like, she's not even British, bro. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. She's a Cinderella, innit? This is a
Let's
story.
just leave the woman alone, man. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
Okay, leave her the
you
flipper that is
think-
bullying her.
Do you think she makes the royals look
shaking
bad?
the boots? She does, because she is the one who let us know that they be bullying people. I mean, we knew from Diana anyway.
innit?
But I think she's the one. I think sometimes we talk about Diana like it's back in the day, and she showed that they are still who they are. And I think because Harry obviously is loved by the people and stuff, and that's Diana's son as well. It feels like it was history repeating itself. And I think if they didn't get out of there, we don't know that sis will be here.
You don't need Meghan Markle to let you to know that these people are still the same.
No, but
They sit
we
in a
didn't.
big ass palace. Like people call them Your Highness and Majesty and all these things, and you think these are normal, cool people. They're
The public though, no, people really believe the royal family are like the best thing since sliced bread. Like they really believe they are the best thing ever. So she's a threat to that.
Did Meghan Markle have beef with the family though, or the environment in the palace?
I think
Because
it
she
was
said
family.
the Queen was amazing to her.
Yeah, that's
but
the Queen.
she
That's the
better
grandma.
not. Is she gonna not say that?
So you think she was lying about the Queen?
I think the Queen
No, I
is
think the Queen-
unconcerned with all these people. I think who are all these people in my house?
First of
I
all-
don't think she's a problem. I think
Yeah.
the problem is that there are people that use the Queen for their own, not the Queen, but the monarch. Like, there's powers beyond
Yeah.
them, right? And they like things to run a certain way. And they probably are the most super traditionalist
Yeah.
kind of people. Like they proper have their rules. And for them, let's think about Harry back in the day when Harry used to wear like Nazi, that when he was a Joker boy, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Harry was predicted to be with the whitest of white women. One blonde hair babe. Even if you look at every girl he dated before.
You think so?
Yeah, Harry was like the bad boy in the thing. Like he was loved.
I definitely saw him getting a black wife.
After
Or like
Rihanna,
an Asian, or
100%.
like
But
anyone. I just saw him getting with someone who was not white.
I saw him being anti-culture, but I don't think they saw it. I thought,
Okay.
remember he was like the naughty boy, the bad boy. Then he's got more invested in caring about other people, or whatever. I think Meghan. Bear in mind, Meghan is not Oprah Winfrey. Like in terms of, I'm not saying she's not a black woman, but I'm just saying for them to be scared of her is very revealing of how they want things to be a particular kind of way.
Do you know how I know they're mad? Yeah, I told you guys about The Crown, right? So The Crown, I think, is on its 4th season now, I think.
Yeah.
And all these, so it's basically about the royal family, right?
Was Meghan Markle in season 4?
Nah, but I can't wait for her season. It's going to be mad. It's coming up.
Is it finished?
We just did Diana now. No, I think it's coming back. She
Oh, is
come
it?
back.
I heard how, sorry to cut you, but I heard how the writer was like, look, we're not going to do it probably for another, decade or something.
Wow.
Because a lot of the writing is based on stuff that's happened, and then they had time to kind of peruse through history and actually get a proper context.
You're just full of bad news today, aren't you? That's very sad.
I watched some
But
of
you know
that. The
what it was,
Crown's
yeah?
actually good though, isn't it?
It is good, but the thing is,
Sure.
the point I'm trying to make here is that when all these seasons were happening, the royal family never ever paid attention to it. Nothing. The season about Diana, they were doing a lot. They tried to take him to court. They tried to say they can't say this. They were releasing statements. Like they did a lot. So sorry, but something
Can I ask a
fishy
messy
is
question?
going down.
How do you feel like Will, is that William, yeah? How do you
women
think
Will Smith.
Yeah,
but
no. How do you feel like Will feels? Because he seems to be very much on side with the monarch.
I
But
think
they
he is on
flogged
side.
his mum. Like they made his mum's
I don't
life
think he
difficult.
cares, you know. I think when you want, he strikes me as someone who wants power.
But
Mm.
he's gonna have to wait for his dad to go on before he can even get power anyway. And he has power.
Yeah, that's sick. Can I announce this or no?
What's happening?
I can. Okay, breaking news. On something good vibes. Taser is joining the One Extra family.
Oh,
Literally just announced.
Congratulations, Taser.
And he'll be co-hosting on Saturdays from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. with Sean Anderson. From the
Cyan
11th of June.
Anderson.
Yeah, I don't know why I call her Sean.
Yeah.
Because you know when the S's has like a little thing.
right.
Yeah.
Go on, Taser. You
That's
kept-
amazing.
You
Well
kept that
done.
one low.
That is amazing.
Well done, Taser. Oh,
and that's a good picture.
That's a good. Oh, well done, Taser.
Big up Taser. You need to come on here, thank you.
Oh, that's
We're waiting on
well
you at
done,
the
Taser.
door. That's
Taser said
amazing.
this year, fashion. Taser said I'm
Taser
Kanye
said,
West.
listen.
Taser said I'm Kanye fucking West.
Listen.
He said I'm gonna.
He's been
He tried
giving
rapping back in the day,
content and
innit? He's
everything.
been giving content. He's now doing fashion.
And I like
now
because it's
radio.
creative content. It's not content that it's different kind of content. I like it. I'm here for
Oh,
it.
have you seen his YouTube channel as well? Like it's
That's what I'm talking about. That's
the
the content I'm talking about.
dating.
Yeah.
No, wait, Taser. What's going on? Well done, brother.
Like you sitting out.
When you actually sit down, I'm joking. When you actually sit down and think, he's actually done quite an
He's-
evolution in
yeah.
a very short space of time. Like he said, I'm
Yeah.
using my stock. Like
And I love that.
I'm well done,
Congratulations,
Taser. We're
Honestly,
very,
that's
very
sick.
proud of
That
you.
is amazing.
And he's no longer Taser motherfucking black or fucking black.
And do you know what?
He's-
That's when I knew a rebrand was coming.
Yeah.
When he dropped the,
Yeah.
the fucking on there,
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
But I heard it from
Yeah.
early days because when you hear Taser talk about other shows, yeah, sometimes he's like, oh, you man are not trying to get brand deals or whatever. Taser's mind is on the money.
And I love that.
Taser
We love that
currency.
for you, Black King.
All right, then make sure you lot go
Congratulations.
get the stuff he's selling.
Yes,
and
11th
shit.
of June. Oh, yes. His tracksuit. 11th of June, 4 to 7, every Saturday.
We love to see that. Well
And that's
done,
prime
Kim.
time. That's good time for radio.
Yeah. And he's sitting with an OG as well. He's sitting with
Yeah.
like a very qualified person.
I'm here for it. Here for it.
Taser, that's really exciting. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
Big
sick.
look, man.
That's
Lovely.
well done.
Lovely.
All right.
But yeah, the Meghan Markle stuff, I think they're just coming after her. And
I don't
so
care about
what
Meghan
side is that?
Markle
Is that
anymore.
woke?
I don't know.
Is it
I'm
all
on
joke?
Taser. Shout out
Woke?
Taser. That's woke.
Yeah. Taser's woke.
Taser's woke.
Taser's woke. Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're hating on her. I don't know why. I don't think we even care that much anymore like that. Like,
I think she's escaped and I'm good with that. I think if she was still in there, I would care about it.
and
But
I love the
she's escaped.
Right.
And she looks healthy.
Right.
She looks so peaceful.
Yep.
I'm here for it.
She got her 2 kids. She's alive. She didn't commit suicide, which was alleged that that's what she was going.
Yeah, and
her
that's-
man
yeah.
is sticking beside her.
I couldn't
So-
care less about this woman.
That's great.
Well, that's well. And then also in other news, Taser's doing great. So
You don't even really care about her. The black people don't even care about
Do you know what I
her.
cared about?
They only
I
care about her
cared-
when she's only black when she's going through stuff.
Do you know what I cared
And I
about?
love that about
I
us.
cared about when she when her engagement to Harry was announced. I just knew it was over for the Suits fans. So if you watch Suits, she was a main character on there, Rachel Zane. And all I thought was, damn,
No more Rachel.
no more Rachel. So personally, I think that obviously they're out of the royal family now. We can revive Rachel. 'Cause I actually stopped watching it. I
Harry is
couldn't.
actually a boss. I want to be a prince. Like,
What is wrong with you?
I know that man's watching us box it and taking in things and that. And, oh, this thing's clean. And then he just went and grabbed it. Like, I want to be able to do that. I was watching
they were
Suits.
introduced to each other.
Huh?
I think they were introduced
Yeah,
to each other.
He knew who she was when you get me.
I don't know.
She didn't know who he was.
She didn't know who he was.
He knew who she
didn't know
was.
about she didn't know
Harry watched
royal family and
Suits.
stuff like that.
I'm just telling you, Harry watched
No, but
Suits.
she didn't watch the royal family.
I'm saying he knew who
But he
she
did.
was.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Of
But
course
she
he did.
did. She said it in interviews.
Or that he knew who I was.
No, she didn't know who he was.
Oh no, I believe that ish.
But I don't see him watching Suits.
I don't see
Actually,
what you see.
Harry's because he was driving around in A3s and that.
I see him watching. I see him watching Backchat. That's what I see him watching.
Harry's different.
You watch Backchat?
I said I see Harry watching Backchat.
Oh my god.
I don't.
Harry
think-
was wayward, you know. I think he went to the army and sorted
That's
himself out. It was the army that fixed him up.
Okay.
But
Is he
before
just
then,
tuning into the show? Like
Right.
literally, he said that. Like he used to be like a bad boy.
yeah, but he
Like,
didn't give them context. I was telling you, the army straightened him out.
Do you know what?
would you like to take over?
I've had
and
enough.
to the next section.
Now you're
Yeah.
awake.
When you can see a difference when he's awake. To be fair, I think Brent should give him half the money he's giving him because I feel like he only wakes up for the last hour of the
Vagina
show.
ear.
So I don't know. But all right, cool. Anyway,
Let's get it moving.
yeah, let's go to the next one where we celebrate more black women. I don't know. I don't sound happy about that, but yeah.
Because Mark's is stressful.
Celebrate what black women wear.
All right. So the first black Miss Wales.
This is a Caucasian woman. Have you pressed the picture?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that's the first thing I thought.
Sick.
Often when these women win, yeah, she looked dark white, but that's fine though. That doesn't matter. Listen,
And Brent, what was the thought process when you recruited her? We just said let's celebrate a black woman.
Man said, what's the name of that white woman in America that pretends to be black?
Rachel.
Yeah, man said this is Rachel. Alright, so she is black and she does a lot of pro-black things as well. So let's jump into that, yeah? So
Sorry, Rachel. So that was right there. I'm so sorry. Yay, black women.
No, Rachel did do a lot for black women as well. Fucking hell.
She was the head of
black women.
Pick up Rachel, man.
Yo, we black people, we must just laugh sometimes. We just gotta
we have to laugh.
We have to laugh.
Listen.
Okay, cool.
You know what it is? It's mad, yeah, because we're just clutching at straws, isn't it? Because obviously it's not to take nothing away from her, and obviously she's I think her dad's Jamaican or something like that.
Rachel.
Yeah. No,
Darcey.
this Miss Wales woman. So obviously, yeah, she is a black woman and she does the activist stuff and she feels like that and all that. But I just feel like we're clutching at straws because the representation's messed up. Because it's like what you're saying when you're delivering the information. You're talking about the first black Miss Wales. I clicked on it. I was looking for a black like that. Dark skin that presents as you know what I'm trying to say. That's what I was looking at. And then so then when you see it and then it's like, okay, cool. So it's like we're still only accepted if we're
in bits.
Palatable.
Yeah, like,
yes.
You know what I'm trying to say.
But yeah.
So, and it's nothing to do with her because she might be listening to this thinking, fuck you though.
Don't take away from my blackness. And that's the conversation. Like,
but I feel like she would have a clue as well.
But also, it's been part of her power to navigate. You know, like for her to navigate sense, like you are always aware of your privilege, 100%. And if you're not, fine, I'll let you know. Everyone knows a little bit of the days that work better for them than other days. When you put a bit of makeup on, it might work better for you. If you are, I don't know, a bit more aggressive on the bus, you might get your way, whatever. People know what their privilege is, even if they're small. And I feel like she must be aware of it a little bit. But that happens with a lot of biracial people. They ask like, so what, am I not allowed to be black then? Like, am I not black? That's a big conversation, I feel like. A big conversation.
Do you know? Yeah, there is a big conversation. They have their own feelings about it, and I think a lot of times people don't consider their struggles. I remember we had a lady on the pod. She's actually a Kiss breakfast presenter, Daisy. She's really, really cool. She's mixed race. When you see her, you wouldn't think she was mixed race. And when we talked about her, like about
logic,
like colorism and all that kind of stuff, and her telling us her struggles, it was crazy because she was saying how like she doesn't feel accepted by her white side, and then she's not white enough and she's not black enough. And she was like, a lot of times you're just kind of. You have so much to question about your identity.
The problem is, people don't want to admit it, but if you're mixed race, you're not black.
You're mixed race.
You're mixed race.
Yeah.
But then what the problem is, mixed race doesn't just mean black and white. So there's not like a space where mixed people that see themselves relate together. You can be mixed with Asian and whatever. And then you don't relate to the black people. So there's not like a mixed community. So then whatever you're mixed with, that's what you cling to. But whether it's, you can identify or be whatever, and the way people treat you in society and all that, but it's not like I'm not saying it as a way of excluding anybody. But I'm saying that if you're mixed, you're not black. And the only reason why I say that is because people always told me I'm mixed. And I always feel the need to tell them I'm not. Because I'm not. Like, if I'm not, I'm not. I don't know what you want me to do. Like, it's not my fault. I'm not mixed.
It's my fault.
It's
but does that we're having a conversation that's different. Shout out Ms. Wells. But like in my head, does the whole point of you being mixed, right? I think the point with being mixed is that you look like slightly less black, right? In terms of your shade, your skin color, all of that stuff. So people are saying that you then don't have those struggles. So when people are saying to Margs that you're mixed, I think they're saying you get to navigate the world in a way that's different. I know you're black. I know your mum and dad is black. But the bottom line is that the outcome of this is that you get to navigate the world differently to me. So can you talk on my struggle? So yes, you are a black man. But by the way, this is not what I'm saying to you.
No,
but like, yeah, so I'm saying, is that a valid conversation?
That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's not my fault. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, but their point is that can you talk on this topic?
I can say anything I want. Yeah, because I'm a black man.
Can she talk on this topic? Can Miss Darcey Thingy, can she talk on the fact that She said, sorry, I'm trying to.
Well, she's from Wales, yeah, so she's probably treated like a black woman in Wales. She's probably the only one, even though it's a little bit of colour that she's got in there, she's probably treated like the darkest sheep in the flock up there.
She said
so she probably can relate to it and speak on it.
She's campaigning for black rights, so she's being a spokesperson for black people.
She would have went to a school in Wales and been different and her hair be more curlier than all these and all that stuff. So she's experienced it, so she can speak on it. Definitely, she would have went through stuff.
And I think sometimes, well, the area you're from, I don't know the stats of the black people in Wales, but
I think there's a lot,
it's that your struggle there as well will be kind of highlighted. But I'm looking at the other finalists and stuff. Sometimes I just think with stuff like this year, like, because we're in an age where people are meant to be woke and stuff and, be more black aware and blah, blah, blah. I always think that, and I'm definitely not taking away from her thing. I think about this in a lot of things, a lot of situations. Yeah. But like all the other girls are white, as in like white.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, I feel like if I was someone who in that kind of space where I'm the only mixed one or black one, I would just think, did I get this because I'm actually qualified, or did I get it because you guys want to look inclusive? And the last of 50 Miss Worlds have been
And the
white.
bottom line is that the girls that she's in the competition with, at least one or two of them would make her feel that way.
Yeah.
That'll be like, congratulations. It's good.
Because the girls are young as well. And it's so sad because I'm looking at the ages here and they're like 19 to 21, 23. Then I saw a 35-year-old and I just thought, Admire.
She ain't a big woman, pageant woman there.
But she was...
now.
She came second the year before though.
Dude, the black
this lady, she came second the year before.
Okay. Well, girl.
She went again and she won.
Go on with your bad self.
You know what's hard though? It's like it feels like no win is really a win. Because you're right. That's an insecurity that a lot of people would have. But if she didn't win, I didn't win because
I think about even at work. If I get a job here, I just think, did I get this because, I'm actually qualified? Like I have this, and which I know I do. Or is it because you guys are trying to fill a quota?
Well, you have to think, are white people nice? The bottom line is money. Like if you were going to stop them, if you were bad and you were going to stop them from making money, there's no amount of shade that's going to...
Of inclusivity.
You know what? I don't think it's about colour, man. The talent pool was rough this year, man. Look at the runner-up and the second runner-up. These things ain't even clean. Look at this. This is a shit show.
Oh my gosh. Do you know how hard I tried to hold that in? I felt like my head was going to explode. But it's a shit show.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, man, she's supposed to
my
win,
favourite
man.
moment
Pick
of
up
the show?
yourself.
My favourite
moments
of the
win
show,
this year. Yeah, it's your crown, princess.
Do you know what it is, yeah? My favourite moments of the show, is when we were talking about something for like 10, 15 minutes. And Muggs, like, it's like he catches on, but like he gets invested for a split second. Because he probably raised his iPad and he was like, no, the telling this year is tough. Like, what are you talking about?
You know what he does? He doesn't. So we get this document early, guys. We work hard for you. But Muggs, has allocated this show 2 hours of his life and no more. That's the timer goes off at that.
Do you know what I tell them?
The show 2 hours.
Every time you guys hear an alarm, that's Muggs.
That's contract. He's reminding, because he's going to put all of these together for his lawyer and say, bro, look what I was doing.
They had me doing overtime every day.
I need you lot to understand that Muggs only is invested in the show for 2 hours and maybe a post. A social media post. So in these 2 hours, that's when Muggs catches up with what me, Esther, Emman and Brent have been doing.
You know when you introduced the segment, he said, Miss Wells, what's that? And the first thing said, oh, she's not black. And that got me. And I'm just
but you know what? We love what you bring. The chaos that you bring.
Absolutely love it. I love the moments you wake up. I just absolutely love them.
Imagine if it was awake the whole way through. Whoa! That's a show. Whoa! Fucking hell. Anyway, let's go back to Darcey real quick. I think we spoke about everything. But so she is active in campaigning for black rights. I don't know what that looks like anyway. Having been involved in a criminal justice in Wales anti-racism delivery plan called Together Stronger. She's also, I know it sounds very PR. She's volunteered for Race Equality First, helping people from ethnic minorities integrate into the community through health and fitness. In her biography for Miss Wales, she explained how she hopes to continue to work towards equality for all ethnicities in Wales and empower the women of Wales to chase their dreams. Her father is of Jamaican heritage. She said, I'm absolutely elated to win and feel so grateful to be Miss Wales 2022. I want to thank my friends and my family and everyone who supported me along the way. I'm so excited to see where this journey takes me, but more than anything, I'm privileged to be the first woman of colour to hold the Miss Wales title. I would like to see more diversity on the Miss Wales stage in the future, and I want to use my year to inspire more girls like me to know that they can be Miss Wales or anything else they want to be. Growing up...
Objection, hearsay.
Growing up, I didn't see girls who looked like me in the media. I want to show little girls from the BAME community that they too can take up space and have their dreams come true. Amen, sistren. Amen.
Well done, Miss Darcey. All the best.
We're going to ignore them. Shout out, Miss Darcey.
done.
I don't know how hard these pageants are, but I know you have to be primmed, shaved, tied
they're
up.
dedicated.
They're
though.
dedicated.
They're
And it's a
dedicated,
lot of
yeah.
money to be part of these competitions. A lot of money spent on these competitions. So if there's a girl out there that wants to do it, now she has someone to look up to. And I think that's important.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Miss Darcey.
Yeah. Congratulations on your win, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now let's go to that. You see him warming up because you know what's coming next. Done out here.
Is it?
Don't try it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare act like you didn't know it.
I didn't know.
Of
I didn't
course you
even
didn't.
know. But you know
Your
what it is?
spirit knows. That's why you start waking up.
My spirit.
I don't think
knows.
we've ever done out here before 10 o'clock, you know. He stays here for just this segment.
Just a segment.
This week's Done At Air is to certain gal's biographer, Tom Bauer. But there's a part of me that wants to give it to her too. I kind of combine it. Because I'm just done with Meghan, man. I think Meghan's done at air.
And do you know what? This is what the royal family want.
Huh?
They said her name, they put her in the press so much that they want
She
to
didn't even
frustrate
say nothing to be part
and
of
for
the
you to
story.
want to cancel her for no reason. You don't know why
But
you're
all
done
of
with her.
them. Harry, the Queen, Philip,
Philip dead.
Charles, the whole royal people, all of them I
Man
think
said,
could be
I'm
done
tired
at
of
air.
Philip.
I don't
Philip
want
ain't done nothing to no one. Philip has gone beyond. He's not done nothing to no one.
I don't want nothing to do with any of them. I think they need to get with the times. The whole royalty thing is done. It's played out. Yeah, we've seen through it. They are not royal. Yeah, It's like-
They're not royal.
no, they're just human beings. They got a monopoly on this. You know what I'm saying? But for real, you see, look, Tom Bauer. Yeah, you see the stuff that you're doing, like her victims will tell all and all that. Like, what do you mean victims? It's moving like it's like they were surviving R. Kelly or something.
Yeah,
Like what? Like victims and that. Like she ain't got no victims. Like the girl ain't done nothing. She just came up and you are hating. You are hating on people's
Yeah, it's getting
struggle.
an iteration, man.
That's the truth, innit? You are hating on a young nigga getting it. And
Him calling Meghan Markle a young nigga getting it. That's a clip. That is a clip. Man said Meghan Markle's a young nigga getting. She said meek meal dreams are nightmares, bitch.
come on, man. You need to leave her and let her do her thing and just
What
let
is
them
wrong
just go.
with you?
A young nigga getting it.
Look, just need to let them go and let them be happy ever
Oh my
after.
gosh.
Like I want you not to leave them alone, so I don't have to hear about them anymore. To be totally honest with you.
Yeah.
And Harry, I preferred Harry when he was wild and driving around in A3s and all that. This mature,
He's a dad now.
this mature man.
He's a dad now.
Don't like it. I don't like the optics.
Not Harry being done at it for being a father.
Yeah, Harry
Damn.
done it as well, man. You're mature. They all done. Everyone's done it this week. Harry, Meghan, his gal, and his biographer. These are all finished. Man.
Marks, if you got married into like a wealthy family that were mad prestigious,
Yeah.
how would you conduct yourself? I'm saying the money's different and you love this girl as well. Don't you think you will tone down
No.
the criminal elements of your
I'll be
character?
so honest, yeah.
No, she'll love me.
There's a lot of things that
I'll
you
be
said.
pipe her up properly because when the love is strong, she will turn against the family.
I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of things that you've said on this show and I've never once doubted you. This moment I doubt you because I see you. For someone who wants to be upper class, I see him in a three-piece matching check breakfast, a cigar, a glass
A
of whiskey.
newsletter under the arm here. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
And
That's
he'll be
something
like-
stupid. I can play the game, innit? You know what I'm saying?
You will. I can see it already in my head. I can see it.
But I just until I get things set in stone in writing, I could do what I want, and then you get me. You
As
let-
in when you get
you
pregnant.
let the fox in the chicken coop. Listen, it's crazy. So I'll sit down, I'll relax. Oh, I'll get her pregnant. I'll sign that deal delivered. That I'll set in
Delivered.
stone from early. But I just need other stuff like for my future, just in black and white, in writing.
Buy some properties in your name.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Bricks and mortar and that. Like stuff set in stone that they can't cancel me. And then,
Yeah, then it's just it's
Mm.
no
You know
behaviour
you
month.
can't cheat.
huh?
You know you can't cheat.
Oh, I don't cheat anyway.
We know.
She tried to look me in my soul. Like, what? I don't even understand.
And there was no soul. She was looking, she couldn't find shit. She couldn't like get a void. So come back later. We're still working. Elevator's being fixed. Anyway, man.
Tom Bauer, you're done at here, man.
Yeah, that's what done out
That
here.
is
Wow.
hilarious.
My gosh. Imagine the day that Mark's isn't done out here, how he's going to conduct that one.
Boy, that's gonna be
Gonna done
interesting.
But anyway, guys, that is the end of the show. Let's jump into the final bit.
He was harmonizing yesterday. You missed it.
Huh?
Marks, he was singing along.
Oh, that's good. I love that.
He loves a karaoke. he does.
If this was yesterday, would we have made it for Pilates?
No.
Heck no. My after starting now.
Oh shit! All right, well there we
5
go.
minutes.
Wrapping up the show. We've got to keep in good shape and that because next year we're gonna get the
Always.
BAFTAs and that. So we gotta
Period.
prepare ourselves.
Okay.
But shout out to you guys. Today was a great episode. I learned about Bitcoin and Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Sorry,
What's
sorry,
the
sorry.
hissing, my king? Like,
I'm just thinking about my journey now. That's why. Sorry, I didn't realize I was doing that. And sorry, I'm so sorry.
You're not clocked out yet.
As soon as this segment is done, he's out. He's out.
I'm glad you guys can see this.
Brent, take
Look, there's just
take
traffic signs
away his. I
everywhere.
don't give a fuck. We all have to go home. I don't give a fuck. We all have to go home. Brent, cut him down.
Oh my gosh.
But no,
That's
thank
mad.
you. Thanks to the guests for coming as well. Shout out everybody. Today was great. Some great points were raised. And obviously, shout out to you guys for tuning in.
Always.
You guys, be the plug in your friendship group. Be that person that already knew about TDA before it popped. Do you know what I mean? Be that guy. Be that girl. Be that whatever.
Put them on.
Put them
Fucking
on.
up,
Do you know what I
fucking
mean?
up.
Right. Okay. Wow. I like you now. All right then. Anyway, also guys, make sure you follow us on social media platforms. You see the funniest parts of this show? Brent sits with it and puts it out. You want to be the person seeing that so you can share and be the funny guy in your group. Make sure you comment, you like, you share our videos. I want to see more comments in the YouTube videos as well. If you guys have any voice notes or text messages, send it to 075-6484-1073. That's 075-6484-1073. Remember, Brent gets all the messages, so shoot your shot. Not gender specific. Do you?
Oh God.
And then also,
Lord,
guys, at the
outrageous.
beginning of
That is egregious.
of June,
Brent, you're gonna have to mute all the mics. Mute all the mics. Brent, I said Brent. Koi, send a voiceover of this section again. Take 3.
you're gonna have to take everything that you lot's reaction. You just gotta take that all out. But yeah, from the beginning of June, you gotta join the Patreon gang. That's where you get to see us. You get to see us live every day, and of course, you get wonderful perks. You get to be part of TDA, but without the pay. All right, you'll be able to interact with us, ask us questions, and so much more. And of course, if you want to inquire about the show, be on the show. If you have an interesting story, a little bit of clout, I don't know, whatever makes you stand out, make sure you email at thedayafter@thenewblack.com. And the black has an X, not an A. Thank you. Have a great day, guys.
Mm-mm.